Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
That's the sound of an engine running on the strength of Castrol Edge. This is that same engine in the middle of a hot desert. Now in the cold of the Arctic. Now on a mountain. On a dark and stormy night. In the clouds. In a dream within a dream. We test and perfect Castrol Edge to be its strongest no matter what you put it through. Visit youtube.com/CastrolUSA to see how. Castrol Edge. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Sykes Jet Lube, 1038 Lincoln Way West, Chambersburg. No appointment necessary. Phone 717-267-0257. We use Castrol Oil. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
MidPennBroadcasting.com, your home of the Chambersburg Trojans.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back, everyone, to Chambersburg Area High School. As the Lady Trojans and the Lady Blue Devils get set for action. You see the Trojans still out on the court warming up. And this is the annual Dunks for Drew, which takes place every year. And still plenty of time for you to get out. 4 games today. $5 admission per person, and all proceeds do benefit the Drew Taylor Foundation. And this is something, I think, 11 years I saw, and I saw you had 10, John, so it's 10 or 11.
Yeah, it might be the 11th. I'm not sure. They've been doing it for quite a few years, and certainly, like we said, it raises money for a great foundation that does a lot of great things here in Franklin County and other surrounding communities. So, if you get a chance to come out, we certainly hope we can see you out here, because, it should be 2 pretty good games of basketball. Greencastle and Chambersburg, the girls' team's getting ready to start here in a couple of minutes, and then the boys will wrap things up around 7:30 or so. So, yeah, should be a couple of good games, and if you can get a chance, you can come out, watch some good basketball, and help a great cause.
And before the start of tonight's game, we'll take another quick break and be back after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com and WRGG.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Victory Lane Tire and Alignment of Greencastle offers a wide range of general automotive repair services. We have any brand of new tires, alignments, auto repairs, state inspection, and custom exhaust work. Victory Lane Tire and Alignment, 11,011 John Wayne Drive, Greencastle. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Phone 717-597-3597.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help take care of theirs. That's why we're here. to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Gary Klein with John Freeman back in Chambersburg, where we're going to get the introductions of the starting lineups tonight. As you will see coming onto your screen, first of all for the Blue Devils, and that is number, 22.
Yeah, we assume Greencastle's going to go with the same starting five they've gone with all year, with Ashley Noblet, Ashley True, Lydia Christ, Maddie Schweitzer, and Jordan Yeager. One thing we do want to point out for Greencastle this evening, on the bench right now with in street clothes with crutches are number 12, Kristen True, and number 3, McKenna Rakicheski. Both players have come off the bench this year. Rakicheski's done a very nice job providing some scoring for the Blue Devils off the bench. Not sure exactly what happened with both of those young ladies, but obviously they will not be playing this evening, as again they are both on crutches and in street clothes. So head coach Mike Ryan will be a little short-handed with Kristen True and McKenna Rakicheski unavailable this evening.
And now we see the lineup for the Trojans. That's Kirsten Pugh, number 12. Number 22 is Hallie Decker. And you see that is number 33, Taylor Vrabel. And number 43. And it's 43 in the program.
I think that's Ashley Adams. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you are right. Yeah, and Ashley was 25, so we'll assume she is 43. There's been a conflict with the Lady Trojan numbers all year. They got new uniforms, and this was the most updated thing I had here was tonight's program.
Well, maybe it's a case of just trying to change your luck. Get a new,
maybe you
new
get
number,
a new uniform.
Change your luck a little bit. You never know.
That may do it. So we're about set to go, and with all the play-by-play, here's John Freeman.
Both teams on the floor, ready to go. Chambersburg, the home team, will be in all white. The Blue Devils, our visiting team this evening, will be in blue. Chambersburg will move right to left across the computer screen. Greencastle will go from left to right. Both teams are on the floor, and we're about ready to get things underway here. Game 3 of the Dunks for Drew event. Again, these two teams meeting on December 9th, with Chambersburg winning that one in the finals of the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament. And the opening tip does go to the Lady Trojans. That is Hallie Decker with the basketball for Chambersburg. She's guarded by Ashley True, Gives it off to Laquana. Now bounce pass inside to Adams. Her shot up will not go. Ashley Adams, who was the MVP of that Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament, did so much damage against the Blue Devils, so she misses the first shot of the game. Greencastle with the basketball. Maddie Schweitzer shot off the back of the backboard, or off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Adams for Chambersburg as they bring the ball back across the timeline. That is Kristen Pugh with the ball. She gets it off to number 14, Gabrielle Laquana. Laquana guarded by Lydia Chris. Greencastle in a man-to-man defense here to start things out. 14-foot jump shot there by Decker, no good. A rebound pulled down by Maddie Schweitzer for Blue Devils. Just underway, first quarter here, 7 minutes to go, no score. John Freeman and Gary Klein with you again here. Dunks for Drew. If you can get a chance to make it to Chambersburg, we certainly welcome you. That shot there by Lydia Christ won't go. Offensive rebound pulled down by the Blue Devils. They will keep possession of the basketball. That's Ashley Noblet. Gets it over to Jordan Yeager for a three-point shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. They're going to quickly push the ball up the court. Decker's shot won't fall, but right there is Ashley Adams for the rebound and the putback. Ashley Adams with 2 points on the night gives the Trojans a 2-0 lead.
And after a minute and a half, one finally fell. After a few missed shots, Adams puts it in for the Trojans.
There's a deflection, and the ball is stolen by Kristen Pugh, and she's going to take it in. Can't get the layup to fall. So tough break there for the Trojans as Greencastle's going to push the ball up the floor. Now they're going to bring things back and slow it down maybe just a little bit. Jordan Yeager with the basketball far side. Bounce pass inside to Christ. She is bumped in the paint, and our first foul of the night will be called on Chambersburg.
And a reminder, you're listening to 93.7 FM, WRGG LP Greencastle.
So the foul on Kristen Pugh, her first of the game, team first, and the game's first for that matter. Here at the 5:52 mark of the first quarter, three-point shot by Lydia Christ, no good. Ashley True with the offensive board for the Blue Devils, and Greencastle will reset with Ashley Noblet as she goes over to True near wing. Now bounce pass to Schweitzer. Schweitzer's going to take it inside, lose possession, and they will say it was last touched by Chambersburg. So the Blue Devils will keep possession of the basketball underneath their own basket. Inbound to Yeager. Feet on the three-point line. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Taylor Vrabel for Chambersburg. Trojans with the basketball and a 2-0 lead here in the early parts of the first quarter. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and there's a steal by by Christ. And I think they're going to say she stepped on the out-of-bounds line, or the ball hit the out-of-bounds line. So almost a steal there for Lydia Christ, but the ball will stay in possession of Chambersburg. Trojans inbound the ball right in front of us. That's number 12, Kristen Pugh with the basketball. She's guarded by Ashley Noblet. Greencastle still in a man-to-man. Now Pugh tries to drive, cut off, gets it back up top to Laquana. She goes off a Vrabel pick, now working the ball back to Pugh. Looking to try and work the ball inside to Vrabel, but Greencastle's defense doing a nice job of denying the basketball from her. Now there's a short jumper on the way by Decker, no good. Rebound to Ashley Noblet for the Blue Devils. Greencastle still looking for their first points of the game as Lydia Christ tries a bounce pass underneath. The only person there was Hallie Decker for Chambersburg, and she brings it down the floor. Can't get the shot to fall, and a struggle for the rebound, and a foul will be called on the Blue Devils. I think they're going to get Maddie Schweitzer for the reach.
In almost 3.5 minutes, both the Trojans and Blue Devils having trouble finding the bottom of the net here. Blue Devils unable to score so far. They've had their chances.
Yeah, it's been pretty much what we've seen all afternoon. Both, the first two games we saw teams struggle to score early on. I guess just a matter of getting used to the surroundings and getting your rhythm down and seeing what you can do. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Chambersburg with the basketball in a 2-0 lead. Kristen Pugh guarded by Noblet. Now Pugh's going to try and go left hand. Nice defense there by Noblet. Now a double team into Taylor Vrabel. She'll work the ball around to Laquana, far side to Decker. She throws up a shot over Ashley Trude. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Decker. Then she loses the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Devils.
And I know Mike and I talked about it, and I heard you and Mike talk about it. I think the background here in Chambersburg sometime with the bleachers right behind the basket, it could take some getting used to if you're not used to playing like this.
Yeah, you have to wonder. I mean, like I said, this is the third game where we've seen teams struggle to score, so, there's probably some validity to that argument as, both teams are struggling here early on to score. Vrabel underneath. Can't get that shot to fall. Then Ashley True pulls down the rebound for Greencastle. She is tied up with the possession arrow pointing the way of the Blue Devils. So Greencastle will get possession of the basketball. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Chambersburg still leading it 2-0. Blue Devils looking for their first points of the game as Noblet loses possession in the paint. Taken away by Taylor Vrabel. She gets the ball over to Pugh. Kristen Pugh with the basketball to number 22, Decker, right in front of us on the near wing. Tried to go inside to Ashley Adams. She can't control that pass. It will go out of bounds. Turnover by the Trojans, and Greencastle will get the basketball as our first substitution of the evening takes place. Chambersburg's number 15, Lauren Auker, into the game for head coach Barry Purvis. So Greencastle with the basketball, bounce pass inside to Schweitzer. She lost control but gets it back. Gets it over to Noblet. Nice pass inside to Christ, cutting through the paint. And Lydia Christ finds the bucket for Greencastle. First 2 points of the evening for Greencastle. We're tied 2 apiece as the clock ticks down towards the 3-minute mark here of the first quarter. Taylor Vrabel with the basketball at the high post. Now she's going to bounce it over to number 14. That's Gabrielle Laquana. Chambersburg doing a nice job working the ball around. Ocker, top of the key. True is going to give her some space right there. Now she's going to look for an offensive pass and finally finds Pugh for the long three. And Kristen Pugh drops the three-point shot for the Lady Trojans as they break the tie and move out to a 5-2 lead here at the 2-minute and 25-second mark of the first quarter.
And that was Pugh, just a beautiful looking shot there for the three.
Now here's Christ for the tie, and Lydia Christ answers right back.
She matches it, another sweet looking shot there from Lydia.
So 5 points on the evening for Lydia Christ, and a timeout is called on the floor, a 30-second timeout, and we're going to stay right here.
And John, earlier today it was the Shippensburg boys defeating Mechanicsburg 45-25, while the girls had a 32-24 victory over Mechanicsburg. So not a whole lot of points have been scored here this afternoon so far and early this evening in this gym.
Yeah, we're sensing a trend.
Low scoring.
Apparently there may be something to the theory of the surroundings here and the more of an open space with the bleachers on both ends of the floor. Greencastle's gym is not like that. Shippensburg gym is not like that. Chambersburg should be used to playing in a situation like that, but even they're not. They're struggling a little bit from the field. The two teams combining for 5 points in the first 6 minutes of the game so far. So coming out of the timeout, Chambersburg will have the basketball. That's Ocker. She goes strong to the basket, a collision underneath, and a charge will be called on number 15, Lauren Ocker. Has nice defensive positioning there for the Blue Devils. Second team foul on the evening for Chambersburg, just one for the Blue Devils so far here this evening. Tied at 5. And there's a ball almost knocked away by Ocker. Now she's going to get screened as Chris takes it underneath. Can't get the shot to fall. Ball's tipped and knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Trojans. And Greencastle will keep possession of the basketball here. 1:47 to go in the opening frame. 5-5 our score as Ashley True gets the ball inside, or gets it inbounds to Schweitzer. Schweitzer gives it up to number 1. That's Ashley Noblet. Noblet comes near side to Jordan Yeager. Yeager down in the corner to True. True looked to go inside, nothing there. Now Schweitzer's going to put up a shot from about 17 feet, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Ashley True, then it's taken away from her by Gabrielle Laquana for the Trojans as Chambersburg with the basketball. Tied at 5, Kristen Pugh gets it over to Ocker. Ocker's going to try and go baseline, pulls up for a short jumper, can't get it to go. Ashley Adams in a scramble for the ball with Ashley True, and Ashley Adams able to get the follow-up and the 2 points for Chambersburg. She has 4 on the evening and gives her team a 7-5 lead. Noblet short jumper up, and she gets the roll. So Ashley Noblet on the scoreboard for Greencastle. Now makes it a 7-7 game inside the final minute here of the first quarter. Game 3, dunks for Drew. Greencastle and Chambersburg girls. The two schools boys teams to follow. Now here's Ocker from 17, no good. Vrabel leaning in, and I think they're going to get Taylor Vrabel for a foul as she kind of went over the back of a Blue Devil player and knocked the ball out of bounds. So actually, now I take that back. You're going to get that on Ashley Adams. Both Adams and Vrabel were going for that rebound. They're going to call Ashley Adams for the foul. Her first, team's third. Now here's Noblet with the basketball for the Blue Devils. Cross court to Yeager. Yeager thought about a 3. Now she's going to take it down the lane. And a nice play there by Kristen Pugh to take it away from her. So good defensive play by the Lady Trojans. As the clock ticks under 10 seconds here in the first quarter. Ocker with a foot on the three-point line. Shot won't fall. Scramble for the ball down to 2 seconds. Chambersburg's going to get a shot off by Pugh. And it would have counted had it gone, but it didn't go. We've played 1 quarter of basketball here. Game 3 of Dunks for Drew. Our score after 8 minutes of play, Chambersburg 7, Greencastle 7. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on the MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans. NFL playoffs today, end of the first half. It's the Falcons 10 and the Eagles 9 after one half of play.
Interesting little factoid here for you, Gary. We apparently had last year's roster, so we were calling players wrong in the first quarter.
For Chambersburg?
For Chambersburg. So we have a new roster, and we apologize to all the players' names we got wrong. And if you graduated last year, you got to hear your name one more time because we've been calling
we've been calling. Okay,
by last year's roster.
The roster I was using was in today's program.
Yeah, it was wrong, but now we have the right one, so we'll start getting names right.
Yeah.
At least we'll get it for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So we're back to action here, 30 seconds into the second quarter, 7-7. Still our score as Chambersburg loses the ball out of bounds to start the quarter. Trojans with the turnover. Greencastle now with the basketball. That's Ashley Noblet. She's guarded by number 14. That's Amanda Abbott. So Amanda Abbott, number 14 for the Trojans this year. Noblet still with the basketball. Goes over to Yeager, and they're going to call Yeager for a travel before the shot went off. So a turnover by the Blue Devils here early on in the second quarter. 7-7 our score. Greencastle and Chambersburg. That's number 12, Gabby Laquana, who has the basketball. 3 points on the game for Laquana. She's going to try and go inside. Nice pass to number 43. That is Ashley Adams, whose number we did have correct. So Ashley Adams with 6 points on the afternoon, or evening, I guess we can call it now, for Chambersburg. As the Lady Trojans jump out 9-7. Now as Maddie Schweitzer's going to go strong to the basket. Can't get that to fall. Rebound pulled down by Adams. Chambersburg with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Nice pass up the floor. That's number 22, Ariana Burke. Her shot won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. And a substitution for the Blue Devils into the game for the first time this evening. That's number 31, Sage Wilhide.
And Wilhide came on and had a big game a few nights ago for Greencastle off the bench, John, just up from JV.
Only a freshman. Again, Greencastle without McKenna Rakicheski and Kristen True tonight. They're both on the bench. And a travel will be called on Greencastle. So another turnover for the Blue Devils here at the 6:19 mark of the second quarter. Again, Chambersburg leading the game by a 9-7 score. Lady Trojans were 15-point winners back on December 9th over Greencastle in the finals of the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament. So Greencastle playing a much better game this evening so far. Trojans with the basketball. Burke's going to dribble down to the far corner. Now she's going to get it back to Sydney Schmuss. She's going to put up a short jumper. And that will go for Sydney Schmuss. So she has 2 points on the afternoon. Now the ball is lost off the foot of True, but fortunately for Greencastle, Maddie Schweitzer is there to pick it up. Now Christ is going to go to True. True from just inside the 3-point line, in and out, can't go. Rebound down to Noblet. Noblet's shot won't fall, but they're going to say she was fouled. So Ashley Noblet will go to the line to shoot a pair for Greencastle, and her first shot is up and good. 3 points on the evening for Noblet. Second shot a little short. And the ball will go out of bounds. And Chambersburg will take possession of the basketball. Taylor Vrabel to get the ball inside. Gets the ball up to number 22. That's Burke ahead to Adams, and Ashley Adams off to a quick start this evening. 8 points already for Ashley Abbott.
8 of the 13 points for the Trojans.
Or Ashley Adams, excuse me, Ashley Adams. Now here's Maddie Schweitzer with a shot, front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gabby Laquana for Chambersburg. Trojans with a 13-8 lead here in the second quarter. Gonna try and get it inside to Vrabel, knocked away, scramble on the floor, and Laquana's gonna come away with it and stay on her side of the court. So nice job there by Laquana, puts up the shot, no good. Vrabel grabs the rebound over the top of Ashley True as they crash to the floor. And Ashley True comes up shaking her arm. She waves to the bench and says she's okay. But Ashley True taking the worst of that collision. And she will come out of the game as Jordan Yeager will check back in for the Blue Devils. Chambersburg basketball underneath their own hoop. 4:45 to go second quarter. Chambersburg leading at 13-8 here with the basketball. Laquana tries to get it to number 22. That's Burke, stolen away by Wilhide, and Wilhide will take it in strong for the basket and the foul. So Sage Wilhide, the freshman, getting some playing time with a couple of her teammates injured, gets the shot to fall and is fouled. She will go to the line to try and complete a three-point play and make this a two-point basketball game.
Wilhide's been impressive so far, John, since she's up from JV.
Can't get that shot to fall. 13-10 our score. Chambersburg leading it with the basketball. 4:25 to go until halftime. Laquana with the basketball goes far side to Schmuss. Now she can't keep possession, and Noblet takes it away. Now Ashley Noblet's going to go in over Laquana. Can't get that shot to fall. Burke with the rebound for Chambersburg. Nice hustle by Chambersburg to get back and defend that attempt by Noblet. So the Lady Trojans with the basketball and a three-point lead. Burke with the basketball. Works it around now. Laquana near wing. Yeager and Vrabel battling inside for position. Now here's Laquana inside to Vrabel. She turns and throws up a shot. Can't fall. Nice job there by Adams. Can't get the rebound to go. And a foul will be called on Chambersburg, as Ashley Adams did a nice job there on the weak side to pull that rebound down, Gary. Just unfortunately for Chambersburg, couldn't get the follow-up to go down.
Yep, they could not get it to go through. And Chambersburg with a very slim 13-10 lead.
And we're going to take a full 60-second timeout here. We'll be right back. 3:36 to go until halftime. Chambersburg leads at 13-10. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
If it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018 is set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday the 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes, photos in the magical throws, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, a scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festival. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646-8060.
Blue Devils with the basketball, trailing by 3, 13-10 our score with 3:24 to go until halftime. Wilhide will put up a shot from about 16 feet. Can't get that to fall. Ball will go out of bounds untouched. And Chambersburg will take possession of the basketball. Greencastle now going to switch up the defense a little bit, throw in a man-to-man full-court press. And that's number 4 with the basketball, Robin Stepler. Chambersburg breaks the press, gets it across as Amanda Abbott tries to get it inside to Adams, and Maddie Schweitzer, I think, took a shot in the face. Greencastle with possession of the ball as Schweitzer gets back into the play inside to Yeager. Yeager turnaround shot deflected by Adams. Now a rebound by Greencastle. Can't get that to fall. Trojans coming back on the other side. Up ahead, that's number 35, Sydney Smush. She can't get that shot to fall as Maddie Schweitzer just takes a rebound away from Adams. Back and forth we go. Blue Devils with the basketball, trailing by 3. Noblet looks to penetrate, kicks it over to Christ. Christ inside, tough shot by Lydia Christ as she gets that to fall. 7 points on the night for Lydia Christ. Blue Devils cut the Chambersburg lead to 1, 13-12. 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Adams, tough turnaround jumper. Can't get the shot to fall, but she is fouled. As the crowd starting to get into this game a little bit.
John, I look at this Greencastle roster. 1 senior is listed on the roster.
Yeah.
And this team is going to be around a while. Also, there's, 2 freshmen along with 4 sophomores.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It is a very young team, and I think it's like you said before, it seems like some of these players have been around forever, but a lot of them came up as freshmen.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Lydia Chris started up into the lane. I think you're going to – I think 2 players stepped in the lane at the same time, but the officials allowed them to step back there as Adams hits a pair of free throws. That puts her in double digits. She has 10 of Chambersburg's 15 points here. 15-12, Chambersburg with the lead. Greencastle has the ball. Clock coming down on 2 minutes to go here until halftime. Noblet gets it over to Schweitzer. Her shot rattles around the rim and somehow comes out as Chambersburg grabs the rebound. Bria Klopper with the ball for the Lady Trojans. Now she's going to go up top to Laquana. Laquana guarded by Noblet, comes off a screen, now gets it over to Vrabel. Nice pass inside, that's number 43, Ashley Adams. Her shot won't fall, but she is fouled. And Ashley Adams will return to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. So far this evening, she's a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Already in double digits is Ashley Adams. And you can add another one to that, 11 points for her as she knocks down free throw number 1. Ashley True back into the game for the Blue Devils to replace Jordan Yeager. Number 22, Ariana Burke back into the game for Chambersburg to replace Taylor Vrabel. So Adams' second shot is on the way, and she gets the shooter's roll. So 4 for 4 from the line tonight for Ashley Adams. She has 12 points, 12 of the Trojans' 17, and extends the Chambersburg lead out to 5, 17-12. Now here's some contact as Schweitzer tries to go down the paint. And I believe a foul will be called on number 22, Ariana Burke for Chambersburg. As Schweitzer looked to create some space, and that will be team foul number 7. For Chambersburg. So the Blue Devils will be shooting 1-and-1 here over the final minute 29 here of the second quarter. Schweitzer unable to make that count as she misses the front end of the 1-and-1 and a rebound to number 15, Bria Klopper for the Trojans. She gets it over to Abbott. Back to Klopper. Nice defense there by the Blue Devils. Skip pass across court to Gabby Laquana. Laquana gets it back to Klopper, now back to number 14, Abbott. Chambersburg working the ball around the perimeter here. Trying to find an open spot in the Blue Devils defense as Greencastle playing some aggressive man-to-man defense here. Now there's a pass back to number 14, Abbott. Almost goes over the half-court line. But Abbott does a nice job to run that down. Now Lydia Crystal knocked the ball out of the hands of Bria Klopper. But it will stay in possession of Chambersburg. 48 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Trojans with the ball and a 5-point lead, 17-12 our score. Bria Klopper between the circles goes over to number 12, Gabby Laquana. Laquana guarded by Noblet as the count is on. Back over to Abbott. Abbott gets it across to number 22, Ariana Burke. Chambersburg maybe here, Gary, just going to hold for one shot. At least it looks like it. Well, I take that back.
Yeah, just when it looked like it, but they draw the foul.
Shot missed by Laquana, but Ashley Adams is there for Chambersburg to pull down the rebound and fouled on the follow-up. So Ashley Adams going back to a place where she's pretty comfortable here in the second quarter. The free throw line.
5 for 5.
So she's made all 5 of her attempts, looking to make it 6 for 6 here.
And I have Greencastle at just 1 for 4 from the line.
And she knocks it down, so 6 for 6 from the line here in the second quarter. 10 points in the quarter, 14 points in the game for Ashley Adams. 14 of the 19 points for Adams as the clock ticks down to 10 seconds. Blue Devils with the basketball, trailing by 7. Sage Wilhide over to Noblet. Clock now down to 5. Greencastle going to have to get a shot as the ball bounced off the foot of Amanda Abbott. And it goes out of bounds, so the Blue Devils will have 2.9 seconds here to get a shot off. So we'll get the ball to Noblet. She's going to have to put up a 3. It's on the way. Off the backboard, no good. So we have played one half of basketball here in game number 3 of the Dunks for Drew event from Chambersburg. After 16 minutes of basketball, it's the Chambersburg Lady Trojans 19 and the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils 12. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good, but man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances, and they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me, and it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more. The power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone 717-331-6996.
There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania State inspection. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drive. At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone 717-263-2624.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
The Chambersburg Trojans play here. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Our halftime show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Well, through the first half, it's been pretty much Ashley Adams, John, 14 points. She has 14 of the 19 for Chambersburg.
Yeah, I think Greencastle maybe has seen enough of Ashley Adams. She was the MVP of the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament as she led the Lady Trojans to the championship there, defeating Greencastle in that final game, 54-39, and she certainly picked things up here. Relatively quiet first quarter for her, only scoring 4 points, but certainly picking things up here in the second quarter, scoring 10 points in that second quarter, 6 of those coming from the line. Mainly those, Gary, coming on offensive rebounds and putbacks and being fouled. So she's certainly making herself a presence known, not only scoring, but as far as offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds for that matter as well. So Greencastle's going to have to find a way to slow her down, get a body on her, and start maybe try and block out or do whatever they can do to try and keep her off the offensive boards, because she's been the difference tonight.
Yeah, she sure has, and that's 3 different times she drew the foul underneath, and she converted it into 6 points.
Yeah, perfect.
It's 6 for 6.
Yeah.
And as a result, the Trojans have a 7-point lead at the half. The Blue Devils still very much in striking distance here at halftime, but they need to get the offense going. 12 points and a half of basketball is not going to win you very many games.
Yeah, it's not 7 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, and again we talked about teams having shooting difficulties in this gym, and it's a case where you just got to find a way to get past that and start making some shots, because like you said, we watched a Mechanicsburg boys team in the game prior to this score just 6 points in the second and third quarters and take what was a competitive game and end up having it be a runaway for Shippensburg. So if you're Greencastle, you kind of have to look at it the same way. You're going to have to find ways to get the ball in the basket here early in this third quarter, or you could maybe find the game slipping away from you.
And we'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the SportsPage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
That's the sound of an engine running on the strength of Castrol Edge. This is that same engine in the middle of a hot desert. Now in the cold of the Arctic. Now on a mountain. On a dark and stormy night. In the clouds. In a dream within a dream. We test and perfect Castrol Edge to be its strongest no matter what you put it through. Visit youtube.com/CastrolUSA to see how. Castrol Edge. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Sites Jet Lube, 1038 Lincoln Way West, Chambersburg. No appointment necessary. Phone 717-267-0257. We use Castrol oil. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Okay, what you got here is your basic Ford Escape. You can buy it right here. This baby doesn't mess around, and it drives the competition crazy. See this hands-free liftgate? We have it. These guys don't. Need help parking? Escape has it. Do they? No, no, no. Got jet skis or a boat? Not the Titanic. Something smaller? If it weighs more than this, these guys can't do it. That's the Ford Escape, and we're Keystone Ford. Fast, fair, and friendly.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professional.
Halftime show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities.
Quickly back to action in Greencastle, getting things done early on here in the third quarter. Nice shot there by Lydia Christ for three. Blue Devils' first points of the second half. Cuts the Chambersburg lead to 4, 19-15. And Gary, we said Greencastle's going to have to start shooting the ball better or they could be in some trouble. Good start to the third quarter.
It sure is. And boy, those threes will get you back in a hurry, but
that will get Chambersburg
back in a hurry.
Amanda Abbott for three. Yeah. So Abbott answers the Christ three-pointer with one of her own. Back out to a 22-15 lead. Now Christ can't finds herself underneath the basket. And the ball on the floor, she goes down and ties up Abbott. So a held ball, possession arrow pointing Chambersburg's way. Just underway here in the third quarter, 7:11 to go in the quarter. John Freeman and Gary Klein with you. Game 3 of the Dunks for Drew event. Shippensburg girls winning the first game, Shippensburg boys winning the second game. Both of those over Mechanicsburg. Now here's Laquana for three. Shot won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Ashley True for the Blue Devils. She'll get it over to Ashley Noblet as Greencastle will work the ball down the floor, trailing by 7. Christ with the bounce pass to True. Now back this side to Noblet. She's going to go into the paint and give it back to True. Now shot on the way by Jordan Yeager. Off the rim, off the top of the backboard. And that will be a dead ball. So Chambersburg will get possession of the basketball, leading by 7. Oh, inbounds pass to Abbott, a little too strong for her. She can't control it. So a turnover, and the Blue Devils will take possession of the basketball right underneath us. Both teams with threes early on here in the third quarter. Lydia Christ and Amanda Abbott for Greencastle and Chambersburg respectively. As the Blue Devils look to try and get back into this. Nice pass underneath to Christ. And she does a nice job to turn around and bank that off the glass for 2. So 12 points for Lydia Christ. 12 of the Blue Devils 17. Cuts the lead back to 5. And now they're going to say Laquana stepped on the sideline. And a timeout will be called. 30-second timeout will be called by Chambersburg as we find ourselves 22-17, Chambersburg leading. It was 6:16 to go in the third quarter.
And if it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018 is set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday, January 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes, photos in the magical throne, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, a scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festival. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646-8060.
Back to action here from Chambersburg. Greencastle with the basketball. 6:10 to go third quarter. Blue Devils trailing at 22-17. Lydia Christ with the basketball. Nice move underneath. Gets it back to Noblet. Now near side to Jordan Yeager. Nice defense there by Adams to cut the baseline off. Now Schweitzer's going to run into some traffic, and they're going to call her for the double dribble, as defensively there was Taylor Vrabel for Chambersburg. So a turnover by the Blue Devils. Ball goes back to Chambersburg.
39 points in this game. 26 have been from Adams and Christ.
And guess who has the basketball? Yep, that's number 43.
Yeah.
Ashley Adams with 2 points there.
So give her 16.
So 16 points on the game for her. 24-17. Up top by 7 is Chambersburg. Blue Devils with the basketball. That's Schweitzer, far corner. Her shot is short. Rebound pulled down by Gabby Laquana for Chambersburg. Lady Trojans with the ball and a 7-point lead. Laquana up top to Amanda Abbott. Now near side to Ariana Burke. Tried to go inside to Vrabel. Nice play there by Schweitzer for the Blue Devils to step in and take that ball away. So a steal from Maddie Schweitzer. As the Blue Devils hanging around here, inside 5 minutes to go third quarter, they trail by 7. Now Noblet's going to dribble around and go up top to True, work it around to Schweitzer. 15-footer for her is short. Rebound knocked away and pulled down by Gabby Laquana for Chambersburg. And she brings the ball up the floor, gets it over to Abbott. Her shot from the baseline won't fall. Rebounded by the Blue Devils. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Blue Devils with the ball. Noblet gets it over to True. Long 2-point shot, no good. And a rebound picked up off the ground by Laquana for Chambersburg. As both teams struggle to score here in the third quarter. Going to try and get the ball inside to Ashley Adams, but a nice defensive play there by Schweitzer to take it away, and head coach Mike Ryan is going to call a 60-second timeout. And with that, we're going to take a break. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professional.
When you want banking done your way, try F&M Trust. Not only does F&M Trust have secure mobile and online banking, they have 22 community offices, all right here in South Central PA. So get banking done your way. Visit fmtrustonline.com today. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Chambersburg Area Senior High School, Game 3 of the Dunks for Drew event here. Greencastle and Chambersburg girls. John Freeman and Gary Klein with you. So far it's been a Chambersburg kind of evening as they lead at 24-17. Greencastle with the basketball. Clock now down to 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Lydia Christ goes strong to the basket, and she will be fouled. And Christ will go to the line to shoot 2. So Lydia Christ scoring the only 5 points for the Blue Devils here in the third quarter. She will look to make it 6 and 7 here As she looks to cut into the 7-point deficit for Greencastle. First shot for Chris, too strong. So Greencastle continues to struggle from the line, Gary. Right now I have them at 1 for 5 from the free throw line so far this evening. Again, Chris a little too strong. So 1 for 6.
Yes.
Free throw shooting for the Blue Devils.
That's just not, it's hard to win like that.
And there's a big basket for Chambersburg as number 14, Amanda Abbott knocks down a 3, her 6th point of the quarter. Chambersburg with her largest lead of the night, 10 points. Shot there by Noblet won't fall. 27-17. Chambersburg leading this again, their biggest lead of the night as they have the basketball. Far side, that's Gabby Laquana, knocked away by number 31, who's into the game for Greencastle. That's Sage Wilhide. Now they're going to work it inside to Adams. Shot won't fall. Rebound knocked away. Laquana hustling to pick that rebound up. She'll go back inside to Adams. Nice turnaround jumper. Can't get the shot to fall. And a push there by Vrabel as she knocks Ashley True to the ground. And a foul will be called on Taylor Vrabel. Her second of the game, second team foul here in the half for Chambersburg. Blue Devils yet to commit a foul so far here in the second half.
I'm saying the NFL playoffs, the Falcons continue to lead the Eagles 10-9 with under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Defensive battle in Philadelphia today.
There's something on the floor they're pointing at. I don't know if it's an earring, maybe a tooth.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maddie Schweitzer just picked it up and ran off the floor. I'm not sure what she picked up.
It must have belonged to Maddie.
I really don't know. I hope it wasn't anything serious.
Yeah.
I hope it's just something, not a body part.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Somebody came out of the bleachers and was pointing on the floor, and you saw Maddie Schweitzer run over and pick it up and run to the bench.
Huh.
Don't know exactly what happened there, but Schweitzer will come out of the game for whatever it was. And now the trainer's taking a look at something.
Yes.
So we'll try and get some word on exactly what happened there.
So it obviously wasn't any piece of jewelry or anything.
I don't think you can't wear jewelry.
Yeah,
you can't wear jewelry. So that definitely wouldn't be that. So the Blue Devils with the basketball, trying to work the ball around for a shot. Noblet with the ball, gets it over to Wilhide. Sage Wilhide for 3, in and out. True gets the rebound, now back to Wilhide. Short jumper there by Sage Wilhide is good. So she now has 4 points on the game for the Blue Devils.
Wonder if it may not have been a contact lens, John.
Oh, could have been. Yeah, could have been.
I saw her looking at her eye when she sat on the bench. So
yeah, it was definitely something small and something from her face. Like I said, my first fear might have been a tooth.
A tooth. That's the last thing you want.
A contact is okay. We're okay with that. So Blue Devils with the basketball, trailing by 8. Christ gets it over to Noblet. Now Noblet's going to work the ball around to Wilhide. Far side to Ashley True. She gets it back to Noblet, who dribbles it across to number 31, Wilhide. She thought about a 3. Now it's going to go back to between the circles to Noblet. That's number 15 with the basketball. Her shot is no good. Olivia Winslow can't get that to fall. Now a mad scramble for the ball, and Noblet comes away with it. She's going to go into the paint, kick it over to Christ for 3, and just a little short there by Lydia Christ as Olivia Winslow battles for the rebound but knocks it out of bounds. So last touch by the Blue Devils, and Chambersburg will get possession of the ball as Vrabel inbounds the basketball to Bria Klopper. Klopper into the paint, gets it back to Laquana. Now Laquana, I think she meant to throw it to Klopper, but ended up throwing it to her head coach.
And Barry was not real happy to receive the basketball over there.
Usually when you're the head coach, you don't want to receive a pass. So, so a turnover by the Trojans. The good news, though, for Barry, his team still leads by 8 as we tick down under 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Blue Devils with the basketball. That's number 31, Sage Wilhide. She gets it up to Noblet. Now Noblet's going to try and dribble inside. Nothing there. Gets it back to Wilhide. Work it around to Schweitzer, who's back into the game with her contact lens in. And a whistle and a foul will be called on Chambersburg. And that will be a foul on Taylor Vrabel. That will be Vrabel's third foul of the evening. So Blue Devils keep possession of the basketball. Noblet looks to drive, throws up a shot, won't get it to fall. Ashley True does a nice job to hustle in there for the rebound, and she was fouled. So a nice play there by True to try and get the rebound. Draws the foul. And that's foul number 4. Team foul number 4. Player foul number 2 on Ashley Adams. Now the ball knocked loose. Out of bounds. Greencastle will keep possession.
And the Eagles have just went ahead of the Falcons 12-10 on a field goal. So
Greencastle could use a 3 of their own right here.
Yes.
True from about 16 feet, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. Number 14, that's Amanda Abbott. Quickly down the court, trying to get it to Adams. She can't control the ball. Now inside the Vrabel, little half hook shot by Taylor Vrabel is up and good. So Vrabel with the 2 points there puts the Trojans back out by 10, matching their largest lead of the night. Clock now down inside 25 seconds as the Blue Devils with possession of the ball. Christ guarded by number 15, Klopper. Christ will put up a 3. That's short. Rebound comes back to Christ. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Noblet with the basketball. Blue Devils looking for 1, and the ball is knocked away and stolen by Laquana inside 3 seconds. Her shot up, no good. Follow, no good. And the horn sounds here in the third quarter as Chambersburg extends the lead here in the third. After 3 quarters of play here from the Dunks for Drew, it is Chambersburg 29, Greencastle 19. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone 717-263-2624.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we will help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can reach Tech Sergeant Patrick locally at 717-480-7254.
Welcome back to Chambersburg Area Senior High School. We are back underway here in the fourth quarter as a turnover as the Blue Devils lose possession, then get it right back as Ashley Noblet knocks it away from Bria Klopper. So the Blue Devils with possession of the basketball, trailing by 10, 29-19. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter, and a travel will be called on Greencastle's Jordan Yeager. So the Blue Devils trying to find a way, Gary, to cut into this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, Chambersburg, has just not allowed the Blue Devils back in the game. 7-8 point lead they've had, and they've led, I think, the entire game, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. And to the floor goes Klopper. Now that's picked up by Ashley True. So the Blue Devils with the turnover and the basketball. Now inside to Schweitzer. She has it knocked away by Bria Klopper. and a foul called on Chambersburg as Greencastle creeps closer to the bonus. Although, Gary, the way Greencastle shot the ball from the foul or free throw line tonight, I'm not sure that's a bonus.
Yeah, they're 1 for 6 from the line.
5 team fouls for Chambersburg. Shot there by Chris, no good. Rebound pulled away by Bria Klopper for the Trojans. Back they come up the floor. That's Amanda Abbott from downtown. So Amanda Abbott with her 3rd three-pointer of the night runs the Chambersburg lead out to 13. Now Chris looking to answer. She can't get that to fall. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Abbott for Chambersburg as they have the ball and a 13-point lead. Inside, nice play there. As that was number 22, Ariana Burke, going strong to the basket. She couldn't get the shot to fall, but she was fouled. Maddie Schweitzer, the guilty party on that one. That'll be Schweitzer's 3rd foul on the evening. And Burke will go to the line, and Chambersburg continuing to shoot the ball very well from the free throw line. 7 for 7 is what I have them as.
Yes, that's what 7 out of 7.
So 2nd shot for Ariana Burke, and we jinxed them, Gary.
Yep, it always happens, huh?
1 of 2 for Burke, and there's Ashley Adams underneath. Can't get the follow to fall.
Trojans do have their largest lead of the night right now at 13.
33-19 our
Make
score.
It 14.
Yeah.
My math wasn't too good there.
Chris with a 3 off the glass, no good.
That did everything but fall.
One of those nights for Greencastle. The shots just not falling here in Chambersburg. And a nice job by Laquana, strong down the lane. And right there where she has been all night, Ashley Adams with the follow. You might have to add that up, Gary. I'm having a hard. There's a lot of numbers under Adams for scoring. It's going to take a while to add those up.
I have her 18.
Yeah, that's about right. So 18 points for Ashley Adams. A little more than half of the Trojans' total points this evening, as Ashley Noblet will be fouled going to the basket.
And you're listening to Blue Devil basketball on 93.7 FM, WRGG LP Greencastle.
Foul called on number 14, Amanda Abbott, her first, as Noblet knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Noblet's 2nd shot unable to fall. Rebound pulled down by Burke for Chambersburg. Chambersburg with the basketball, leading by 15. And here's a long 3 on the way by Laquana, is short. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession to the Blue Devils. 5:11 to go here in the contest. Chambersburg leading at 35-20. Greencastle with the basketball. Ashley Noblet gives it up to Ashley True. Now she'll go to Christ. Lydia's going to drive in the paint. Little runner is good, and the foul. So Lydia Christ with the basket.
And she's having a good night with 14 points, I have her.
Yeah, 14 points for Chris. She will go to the line to try and make it 15. But before she can do that, we will have a timeout called by Chambersburg, a full 60-second timeout. And we'll take a quick break. 4:56 to go here in the ballgame. Chambersburg leads at 35-22. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Football fans love 2 things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Welcome back to Chambersburg Area Senior High School. John Freeman and Gary Klein with you. We are late in game number 3 of the annual Dunks for Drew event. So far this evening, it has been Shippensburg and Chambersburg taking care of things. The Shippensburg girls and boys both defeating Mechanicsburg earlier today. And so far this evening, Gary, here in game number 3, it's been Chambersburg girls looking pretty strong.
And they have been. They have led since the outset tonight, have built a 13-point lead over the Blue Devils. And Chris missed that one badly.
So she unable to complete the 3-point play. The lead for Chambersburg will stay at 35-22.
I think it slipped out of her hand. It was just, you could tell by the reaction on her face after.
Something went wrong.
Something wasn't right.
Christ almost with the steal there. Ball knocked out of bounds. So Greencastle trailing by 13 needs to get some stops on defense. They're going to switch to a full court man-to-man press. Try and get a turnover and a quick score here. Now Chambers is going to fire the ball ahead, and a nice play there by number 15, Olivia Winslow, who steps in to deflect that pass. It goes out of bounds. Chambersburg will keep possession of the basketball. As the Blue Devils need, like we said, Gary, the Blue Devils need some stops, and they need some points, and they need them quickly.
They do. 13 points with 4:46 to go.
And there's a foul in the backcourt by Lydia Christ. Only the third team foul for Greencastle here in the second half. So if Greencastle wants to possibly try and work their way back into this and send Chambersburg to the free throw line, they're going to have to make some, get some fouls and get Chambersburg into the bonus. And actually, it was only the second team foul for Greencastle. Second foul on the night for Lydia Christ. 4:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chambersburg with the basketball and a 13-point lead. That's Amanda Abbott with the ball, gives it over to Laquana. Gabby Laquana guarded by Noblet, gives up her dribble, but then gets it over to number 35. That's Sydney Schmuss. Back up top to Abbott, and Chambersburg real content here, Gary, just to work the ball around the perimeter and run some time.
No need to be in a hurry for the Trojans.
Clock now down under 4 minutes to go here in the game. Chambersburg with possession for over 30 seconds, and if Mike was here, he'd be talking about a shot clock.
Yes, we talked about that with me, and I heard him talk about it with you. And actually, he says he has some information on that we're going to talk about on Word on the Street tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be good. Ball comes loose as Maddie Schweitzer grabs possession for the Blue Devils. Greencastle down 13, 3:30 to go in the quarter. Greencastle needs a basket. Shot up on the way by Winslow, no good. Rebound pulled down by Chambersburg. As the Trojans with the ball and a 13-point lead. That's Gabby Laquana with the ball, guarded by Noblet. Noblet almost took it away from her. Now they're going to work it inside to Adams in heavy traffic. She can't get the shot to fall, but the weak side rebound there by number 33, Taylor Vrabel. And Vrabel with the easy follow for her for the 2 points there. As Vrabel extends the lead up to 15, and a foul on the other end as Ashley Noblet tries to go around Vrabel. And I think they're going to get Taylor Vrabel for the foul, which will be her fourth. Team's eighth. Greencastle in the bonus, and Noblet comes up short on that. So the ball will be turned over to the Lady Trojans.
And Chambersburg continues to build their lead here. It's up to 15.
That was the margin of victory back on December 9th as a pass to Ashley Adams. And Adams unable to control that. It will go out of bounds, and the Blue Devils will get possession back of the basketball.
Chambersburg is looking to be a very good basketball team outside of the Commonwealth Division.
Well, again, if they move to the Colonial, they can do some damage.
Yes.
3-point shot on the way. Jordan Yeager comes through. So a nice shot there by Yeager to knock down the long three. And Mike Ryan will call timeout as Jordan Yeager on the 60-second timeout call. Jordan Yeager able to drop the deficit to 12. 37-25, 2:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
And we are back here in Chambersburg with the Chambersburg Trojans 37-25 over Greencastle. Blue Devils have just cut it to 12 on the three-pointer by Jordan Yeager. And with 2:33, it's still possible, John.
Anything's possible, Gary. Greencastle can get a hot hand. It's a 4-possession game. It's going to take some work. They're going to need stops on the defensive end more than anything. They're going to have to keep Chambersburg off the scoreboard here the rest of the way if they want to try and have a shot in this. As Laquana goes down the lane and can't get the shot to fall. Adams is there. Her follow won't go. Rebound pulled down by Christ for Greencastle, and she will be fouled from behind. So, well, Gary, that's what you need. You know, Greencastle right now, they're still in the 1-1. That was the 19th foul on Chambersburg. So the Blue Devils able to maybe put some points on the board here with the clock not moving.
Yeah, and that will be a big bonus if they could do that. Christ is at the line right now.
She gets the first to fall. And, Gary, you look at that Greencastle scorecard and you think if only they could have shot a little bit better from that free throw line, this game might be a little bit different.
They've only made 2 free throws all night, and it could be a lot different if they made their 3 free throws.
Second shot won't fall for Chris, 37-26. Blue Devils trail it by 11. Chambersburg now going to spread the floor and force Greencastle to foul. And that's exactly what happened there. Sage Wilhide will be whistled for the foul.
And it's just amazing how many games can be won and lost at the foul line in basketball. It's a stat I don't think they keep, but so often that is the difference.
Second foul on Sage Wilhide, third team foul for the Blue Devils. And there another foul. This one will be called on Lydia Christ, which will be the third foul for Christ and the fourth team foul for the Blue Devils. So 3 more fouls will put Chambersburg into the bonus, and we certainly expect to see them in quick succession, although Chambersburg does a nice job to work the ball inside to Adams, and she can't get the short jumper to fall. And then on the rebound, ball knocked out of bounds. Blue Devils possession. 1:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Greencastle trailing by 11. The Blue Devils need to find a shot and find one quickly. Now here's Chris. She's going to go onto the basket, and she'll be fouled by Vrabel. So Taylor Vrabel called for the foul.
Lydia, I have only as 1 for 5 from the line tonight, John.
Yeah, that's what I have as well. Yeah. So Vrabel will foul out on that one, Gary. Her 5th foul. So the protective mask will come off, and Taylor Vrabel will head to the bench.
And the Trojans will lose a pretty good presence underneath with Vrabel.
So she will head to the bench at the 1:44 mark of the fourth quarter, as Robin Stepler will come into the game, a freshman for Chambersburg, as Christ will shoot 2, and she knocks down the first one. 37-27, Blue Devils back within 10. Christ looking to make it a 3-possession game here, and that's exactly what she does.
Blue Devils now 4 of 12 from the foul line.
And a whistle and a timeout will be called. So Barry Purvis will call a 60-second timeout here. And with that, we'll take a break. 1:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chambersburg hanging on, 37-28. They lead Greencastle This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year. This is midpennbroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to Chambersburg Area Senior High School, the final minute 36 of this evening's Game 3 of the Dunks for Drew event. Greencastle and Chambersburg girls going at it, and a foul called on Ashley Noblet for Greencastle. That'll be the 15th foul for the Blue Devils, as they're going to try and get Chambersburg in the bonus here as they try and work their way back from a 9-point deficit here in the game's final 90 seconds. Laquana with the basketball, pass deflected by True, but comes down into the hands of Amanda Abbott. Now Abbott's going to work the ball around to Stepler up top to Laquana, and Laquana will be fouled by Sage Wilhide. So the 6th foul, team foul for the Blue Devils here in the second half. One more foul will send Chambersburg to the line to shoot 1-1.
And the Eagles still hanging on with the Falcons. They lead 12-10, 6.5 minutes to go, and they're 4th and goal at the Atlanta 3.
And an immediate foul there coming off, or actually I think they're going to call a foul on Chambersburg. So a foul called, a push called on the Trojans. And the Blue Devils still with a little bit of life here, hanging on. Down 9 with a minute 18 to go. 3-possession game for Greencastle. As a break for the Blue Devils, they're going to call that a team control or a player control foul. So no shots or no free throws will be shot by the Blue Devils. Now Greencastle with the basketball. They need a 3 and they need it quick. And there's a 2 by Noblet off the glass and good. So Ashley Noblet with a 2-point shot there for the Blue Devils, and an immediate 30-second timeout called by Mike Ryan as the Blue Devils cut the deficit to 37-30 with a minute 9 to go here in the ball game.
And if it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018 is set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday, January 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes, photos in the magical throne, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, a scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festival. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646-8060.
Greencastle still in that man-to-man press, and that nice job there by Chambersburg to break it. Pass to Adams. She can't get it to fall. Loose ball. Blue Devils with the ball, trailing by 7. Clock down under a minute. Greencastle's going to need a shot. Wilhide for 3. Oh, can't kept that to fall. Boy, that would have been interesting if she could have made that shot, Gary.
Yes, it would have been. That would have put him right back in it.
And back on the other end, that is number 43, Ashley Adams. And that may be the dagger for the Blue Devils as Adams puts Chambersburg back up by 9, 39-30. Down to 30 seconds in the game. Wilhide's 3 won't go. Follow up by True is blocked. And now Chambersburg with the basketball, and down on the other end, that's number 15, Bria Klopper, who can't get the shot to fall, and a whistle and a travel will be called on the Blue Devils. And Gary, just one of those things, down 7, Greencastle has an open look for a 3, couldn't get it to fall, and then Chambersburg takes it down the other end and gets an easy layup to make it a 9-point lead and pretty much put this thing away. Now here's Wilhide down on the other end. She's fouled going to the basket.
And had that fallen, this game would have taken on a completely different look right now.
Would have been a 4-point game with about 30 seconds to go. And don't forget, Greencastle trailed by 15 here in this fourth quarter. So a nice job by the Blue Devils not to give up, not to lay down, and come back, keep fighting against this Trojans team. And again, like I said, they had a shot to make this a 4-point game. Just unable to, just barely missing that open look three. And that shot by number 31, Wilhide, is not good from the free throw line.
Achilles heel tonight for the Blue Devils is the free throw line.
So another miss from the free throw line for the Blue Devils, and a foul will be called on number 15. That is Olivia Winslow. And that will send Chambersburg to the line. They will shoot 1-1 on the 7th team foul for the Blue Devils. So Chambersburg will pick up their 5th win of the season, 2 of those coming against Greencastle. December 9th in the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament. And then here this evening in the Dunks for Drew, as the free throw by Abbott not good. Adams goes to the floor with Winslow, and they're going to say that's a held ball. Chambersburg will keep possession. 9.6 seconds to go here in this one, as Chambersburg with possession of the basketball will just look to run the clock out. And that's exactly what they'll do. Robin Stepler with the ball, gets it up to number 15, Bria Klopper. Now in the hands of Abbott, and Amanda Abbott will just hold on to the ball as the clock ticks down to 0. And the Chambersburg Lady Trojans will come away with victory number 5 of the season, as they defeat Greencastle by a score of 39-30 here in game number 3 of the Dunks for Drew tournaments. We're going to take a quick break. We'll talk about this one and give you a preview of game number 4, which will be the Greencastle boys and the Chambersburg boys coming up. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee, and when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania State inspection. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drive. At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español. There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good, but man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances, and they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me, and it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more. The power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone 717-331-6996.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Gary Klein and John Freeman back here in Chambersburg, where the Chambersburg Lady Trojans defeat the Blue Devils by a score of 39-30. And the story tonight, John, was Ashley Adams with 14. I have her, I think at 14, is it 20? Let's see, 10, 12, 14, and 6 from the foul line at 20.
Yeah, she was the story the first time these two teams played, and certainly again this evening with another big scoring night, just something Chambersburg was able to do. She does a nice job taking the ball to the basket, gets a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and just knows the game so well that she's able to put herself in the right spot at the right time and capitalize on things like that. So, you know, a great job there by Ashley Adams leading this Chambersburg team to a victory. But, you know, give the Blue Devils some credit. Like we said, they found themselves down by 15 in the fourth quarter and, you know, put themselves in a position where they were really one shot from really getting back into this game. They were able to cut that 15-point deficit down to 7 points late in the game. And again, you hit that three-pointer late in the game, and if you could have got that, lead down to 4, who knows what could have happened.
Yes, when it went down to 4, it would have changed the complexion completely down the stretch. But the ball just didn't fall for the Blue Devils, and Chambersburg wins it 39-30. Shippensburg boys and girls won today, and now the Greencastle girls victorious. And Greencastle has a game Monday night. They will play at Shippensburg, and then Tuesday night they're home with James Buchanan, the front end boys girls doubleheader that night. John?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you remember back in December, they played both games were played at JB, and now they're going to return the favor, and JB will come to Greencastle. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. Monday was originally supposed to be the DeLone Catholic game, but that game was pushed back to the 29th of January to allow Greencastle and Shippensburg to play the game that they were supposed to play on January 5th. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you got all that, because there will be a test later this evening. So.
There's been a lot of schedule changes for the Blue Devils. Whenever you had that postponement, and then you had to reschedule, it's a domino effect that you had to cancel another game and then reschedule another date.
Yeah, it makes it tough. You got to try and squeeze in the game. The schedule's already pretty tightly packed as it was to start, and then you start throwing in some snow and some cold and some postponed games, and it really makes it tough, and you get to a point where you're going to be playing 3 to 4 games a week here over the rest of the season. So, if you're the Blue Devils, I hope you get your rest at night, because you're going to be playing a lot of basketball here over the next couple of weeks as we roll down through the end of the regular season.
Yes, it is, and hopefully the temperature's warm enough Monday for Shippensburg to make the trip, John.
Yeah, let's. I didn't want to say that in front of Mike, but hopefully it's not too chilly for them to make the drive down.
Yes, and they will play Monday night, and we'll be back to talk about a streaking Chambersburg Trojan team when we come back. with more on the Antrim Insurance pregame show after these messages on the F&M Trust of Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimINSPA.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good, but man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances, and they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me, and it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
That's the sound of an engine running on the strength of Castrol Edge. This is that same engine in the middle of a hot desert. Now in the cold of the Arctic. Now on a mountain. On a dark and stormy night. In the clouds. In a dream within a dream. We test and perfect Castrol Edge to be its strongest no matter what you put it through. Visit youtube.com/CastrolUSA to see how. Castrol Edge. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Sites Jet Lube, 1038 Lincoln Way West, Chambersburg. No appointment necessary. Phone 717-267-0257. We use Castrol Oil. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
MidPennBroadcasting.com, your home of the Chambersburg Trojans.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Gary Klein with John Freeman back here in Chambersburg. The Blue Devils tonight will be facing a Chambersburg team that's currently riding a 7-game winning streak, coming off of a Big 29-point victory, 74-45 in Mifflin County last night. And earlier this week, behind Joel Torres's 34 points, with most of those coming underneath the basket on assist from Cade Brindle. Chambersburg had maybe one of their biggest victories in many years with a 63-61 win over the Harrisburg Cougars. It was a game that Chambersburg led most of the way, but never by much. Harrisburg would keep coming back, and just when you thought the roof was about to fall in on the Trojans, they come up with a bucket to end a Harrisburg run. And the 63-61, the Trojans have moved into the number 3 ranking in the PIAA District 3-6A, John.
So yeah, it's been a great season so far for Chambersburg. They defeated Greencastle back on December 9th in the finals of the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament, 51-46 the final in that one. And Gary, again, that's another one of those games where Greencastle had a 3-point shot in the last 5 seconds to try and tie that game. Couldn't get it to fall, and Chambersburg got a rebound and was fouled late and hit a couple of free throws for that final margin of victory. But, we expect another great game tonight. These two teams, both playing very well. Greencastle at 9-2 on the season. Their only losses so far this year coming to Chambersburg, who, as you said, is the number 3 team in 6A. The only other Blue Devil loss this season is the number 1 team in 5A, Northeastern York. So the Blue Devils playing a pretty challenging schedule this season and coming up with 2 losses so far. Greencastle coming into the game this evening, led by Brian Gemby, averaging 14.8 points per game on the season. The other thing to note, Gemby with 877 career points. So, maybe now we can start to talk about 1,000 points. It could. As Brian Gemby just 123 points away with 11 games to go in the regular season, and then we'll see where the postseason takes the Blue Devils. Last year they played 6 postseason games. So, Gemby certainly on a pace now where he could end up hitting that 1,000-point scoring mark by the end of his career. Brandon Stuhler with 13.3 points per game for the Blue Devils. Ian Gelsinger also in double digits at 11.6. Ben Freeman just off the double-digit mark at 9 points a game. And Greencastle's 5th starter, Jason Freeman, averaging just under 8 points per game for head coach Rick Lewis.
And Greencastle with all those players in double figures, Chambersburg only with 2 in double figures, and that being, going into last night, Joel Torres at 13.8, Cade Brindle at 10.6. And the next closest they have is Terrell Williams at 7.2, but it's been a pretty balanced scoring effort overall for the Trojans. They have what you could call deep depth, as they continually rotate players in and out of the basketball game, and without really any loss on the court doing it.
Right, that is one area where Chambersburg has a definite advantage tonight, and that is bench depth. And when you're a school like Chambersburg and you're 2.5 times the size of Greencastle, that should be an advantage for Chambersburg.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Chambersburg, the much larger school, goes much deeper on the bench. And, we saw that back on December 9th, and we certainly expect to see it again this evening. Greencastle really only goes 7 players deep in their rotation. Chambersburg, like you said, they'll go 9, 10, and really not lose much effectiveness for this team. So it's going to be a battle. Chambersburg size versus Greencastle. I don't know if I'd call it quickness, but maybe Greencastle's ability to shoot. The Blue Devils are going to have to shoot the ball well tonight. They're going to have to rebound well. They're going to try and have to keep Torres and Collier off the boards. And, if they can do that, they got a chance, and we'll see how things go. These two teams have a tendency to bring out the best in each other, and we certainly expect to see that again here this evening.
And we will be back with the start of tonight's game and after this quick break on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on Mid-Penn Broadcasting and WRGG.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
And it'll be Tyler Collier and Brian Gemby to jump at midcourt. The tap is knocked right to the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and Ian Gelsinger. And it's Gelsinger over to Ben Freeman. And now here's Gemby into the paint. And he gets it back to Stuhler. He gets it off to Gelsinger. And Gemby top of the circle. And now the jumper, Gelsinger, and the Blue Devils have a 2-0 lead on the two-pointer from Ian Gelsinger.
Chambersburg coming out man-to-man, no surprise there. They're going to look to try and lean on Greencastle, be physical, use their size, and just try and wear Greencastle down. But a nice job there by the Blue Devils to get the first 2 points of the night.
And it's Evan Schreffler, and now down to Collier, and he has it taken away by Brian Gemby, who just took the ball right out of Collier's hands.
And that's what Greencastle's going to have to do. If they get the ball inside, they're going to have to close in quickly and try and take the ball away from Collier and Torres.
And there's Stuhler. Back out it comes to Gemby. Now from outside, the three-pointer is good as it goes down for Ben Freeman. And the Blue Devils quickly lead this one 5-0.
Well, we said Greencastle's going to have to shoot the ball exceptionally well tonight, and so far they are 2 for 2 shooting-wise as they jump out to the 5-point lead.
And this is Seth Browse, and Browse over to Evan Schreffler on the left wing. Now cross-court it comes. And this is Brindle, and it's going to be off of the off of Chambersburg.
Gary, one thing to watch on the defensive end for Greencastle is what they do with Evan Schreffler. They have a tendency to kind of leave Schreffler alone, and they want him to try and shoot the ball. And remember, he had that huge three-pointer in the tip-off tournament for Chambersburg that kind of gave them the advantage in the fourth quarter. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Schreffler here in the game.
And that rims out, and back down it comes to the Blue Devils, and the shot there is no good. And it's Tyler Collier. And that'll come down to Stuhler. Now back over it comes again to Brindle. And Collier, and he puts it in, and the Trojans are finally on the board as Tyler Collier picks up the two-pointer at 5:43. And at the other end, Blue Devils have a shot missed from Jason Freeman. And now from outside, and there's a three-pointer from Cade Brindle.
Jason Freeman just a little slow, rotating over onto Brindle on that three-point shot. Has now 5 straight for Chambersburg to tie it.
And over it comes. This is Gemby. And Gemby will put up the three. It's off the back of the glass, no good. And the rebound will come down to Seth Browse.
So Greencastle, after hitting their first 2 shots, now missing 3 in a row, allowing Chambersburg to get back into this game.
And the ball underneath, Joel Torres for the 2. And Chambersburg takes the lead 7-5. Blue Devils scored the first 5, Chambersburg the next 7.
And again, you see what Greencastle's trying to do.
Stuhler for the 3, and it's good.
I think the plan is when the Chambersburg gets the ball inside to their big men, Greencastle's going to just try and knock it away.
And we have changes for Chambersburg. It's Tyron Williams coming in for the Trojans. And there's Williams now back over to Brindle. And now back top of the circle, that is Evan Schreffler.
As you see, Greencastle giving Schreffler all sorts of room.
And over it comes. That's Browse on the outside. And now to Schreffler. And this is Brindle for the three. It's no good. And the rebound gets knocked away. And it's Browse. And Brindle and over to Schreffler. And now again, this is Browse. And he'll get it back to Schreffler. And to Browse on the right side, and the travel is called on the Trojans.
Yeah, that was number 30 with the basketball. Tyron Williams just he made the pivot and tried to turn and move before putting the ball on the floor. So a good call there by the officials on that one. Has a long possession for the Trojans there. Greencastle fortunate to come away without Chambersburg scoring.
And here's Brandon Stuhler, and it's Stuhler, cross-court pass, and the shot is up off the rim and no good. And back out it comes, and this is Gemby. And Gemby will get it cross-court, and the jumper off the back of the glass, no good for Jason Freeman. And now it's stolen by Stuhler to the basket for two. Brandon Stuhler.
Yeah, something he does so well, just anticipating that outlet pass and just stepped right in front of the Chambersburg player and did such a nice job to get that and get the basket for Greencastle.
And there is Seth Browse, and he'll get it. That's Noah Beidel into the game. And the rebound on the missed shot by Ian Gelsinger. And to Jason Freeman. And now over on the left side, it's going to be out of bounds as Ben Freeman loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Chambersburg basketball.
Cam Heilman will check into the game for Greencastle. He'll replace Jason Freeman. Pretty much the normal rotation we've seen by Greencastle here. Making the substitution late in the first quarter, like they've done most games this year.
And here is Seth Browse. And it's Browse, and back out it comes, and the three-pointer is good as it goes down for Tyron Williams with the three. And for Tyron, his 7th three of the year. We're tied at 10. And cross court it comes, that is Stuhler. And now back over, and the shot going up, three-point try there by Ben Freeman is no good. And Gemby with the rebound as he gets it back to Heilman. Cameron Heilman. And the three-point attempt there by Stuhler, no. Rebound comes down to Tyron Williams, length of the court. That is Cade Brindle. And over it comes to Beidel.
Travel. Yeah, you got to put the ball on the floor before you take those first two steps. That's the second time we've seen that called this evening. We saw it a number of times in the Chambersburg or the Shippensburg-Mechanicsburg boys game earlier, where players just feet get a little too quick. Feet are a little too quick for the hands, and they end up getting called for a travel every time.
And this is Stuhler, and this Gemby, and now over the right side, back top of the circle to Gemby. And here is Heilman.
Bryson Robinson into the game for Greencastle, replacing Ben Freeman.
And the shot going up from outside is no good. And it's going to be a whistle under the basket. And ball will belong to Chambersburg. And with first foul of the game is called with 45.9 seconds to go. It's on Ian Gelsinger of the Blue Devils.
Yeah, nice defensive positioning there by Noah Beidel going for that rebound. All Gelsinger could do was try and go through him, and Gelsinger was whistled for the foul.
And now it's Beidel, and he'll have it back out to Terrell Williams. And now over to Coda Henkman. And underneath, this is Tyron Williams, and we're going to get the whistle and the foul, or excuse me, Terrell Williams.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Williams leading with the arm, going into the paint, banging into Gelsinger. And the foul, a blocking foul called on Gelsinger. That's his second foul here in the first quarter.
Williams misses his first one. He's a 65% shooter on the year.
Ben Freeman back into the game for Gelsinger. He will take a seat on the bench with 2 fouls. Only 2 fouls so far called this game.
And there, the second one is good. And it's an 11-10 lead for Chambersburg as we're down to 6 seconds to go. Blue Devils working for the last shot. And it's Stuhler who goes for the three. It's wide. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Chambersburg with the score. Chambersburg 11 and Greencastle 10 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, 93.7 FM, WRGG, and WRGG.org.
Fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
And the Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the Atlanta Falcons today, 15-10, as we go underneath with Joel Torres once, and the second time goes down for Torres. And Joel now with 4 on the night, and the Trojan lead is 10 at 13-10.
Gelsinger still on the bench for Greencastle to start the second quarter, picking up that second foul late in the first quarter. Bryson Robinson still in the game for Greencastle, and a turnover by the Blue Devils.
And that's Coda Heckman coming away with it for Greencastle. And it's a travel, which is going to be called on the Trojans' Beidel. And the ball will go back to the Blue Devils.
Again, that's one of those turnovers where it's just going to be seen as a travel, but that's a nice play by Brandon Stuhler coming in and maybe forcing Beidel, seeing Stuhler come and forcing maybe Beidel into that travel.
And the Blue Devils work it around with Stuhler. And there's Brian Gemby. And now back over at Cubs. That's Stuhler on the right wing. And coming back, and Gemby down to the corner to Ben Freeman. Back out to Gemby. And from the foul line, this is Robinson. It's no good. And Joel Torres there to pick up the rebound. And this is Torres, top of the circle, as he'll hand it right back to Beidel.
Different look for Chambersburg on the defensive end. They're now playing a 2-3 zone here to open up the second quarter.
And that's Tyler Collier. And from the top of the key, the shot misses for Beidel underneath. The follow-up is good. I think it was Joel Torres.
Yeah, it was.
Who put it down. He now has 6. And Gemby for the 3. It misses. Collier rebounds for the Blue Devils. And down to Beidel it comes. And this is Beidel dribbling the basketball. And back over. Again to Beidel from Brindle. And now Heckman. And here's Torres for the 2. And Joel with 8 points on the night. And Chambersburg stretches their lead to 7.
Yeah, Greencastle's going to have to figure out a way to slow Torres down. I mean, he's tall. He's just very large. He's just a presence inside, and Greencastle is really struggling to stop him.
And here come the Trojans, and it's travel on Beidel.
Yeah, I think he was looking to make a pass, and he kind of took his eye off the ball, lost possession of the ball, and ended up being called for his second travel here in the second quarter, as Ian Gelsinger will be back into the game for the Blue Devils. Gelsinger with 2 personal fouls on the night. No fouls called so far on Chambersburg.
And we've got 5:16 to go to halftime, and the Trojans are on a 7-0 run to start the second quarter. And this is Gemby on the right side, and he'll have a bounce pass over to and from outside the 3 as it goes down for the Blue Devils. Number 11, Ben Freeman, hits second 3 of the night.
And the Blue Devils needed some points there as Chambersburg was starting to take control of this game, and now a turnover.
And going back to Gelsinger and to Gemby. We're down to 4:33 here in the second quarter. Gemby is up, and he's going to draw the foul, first of the night for the Trojans, and it'll send Gemby to the line for Greencastle.
Gary, if you remember back on December 9th when these two teams first played, Gemby had 17 points in that game for Greencastle, most of those coming in the second half, as he did a lot of driving to the basket, scoring, and also going to the free throw line. So we'll see if maybe Greencastle looks to try and get Gemby going to the basket more often here in the second quarter.
And he misses his first foul shot, and the second one is good. And it's back to a 3-point, 1-possession ball game.
Once again, the Blue Devils looking to get a stop here. Almost a backcourt. I guess we'll say he wasn't. Kind of caught that on both sides of the line.
And this is Schreffler. And back over it comes to Browse and to Evan Schreffler. And again to Browse. And now to Collier underneath, and the ball is knocked away.
Yeah, what you're seeing there for Greencastle, they're going to try and play front and back on Torres. And Gelsinger came through. And actually, they're going to call the foul. I guess it's fortunate for Greencastle. They're going to give the foul to Ben Freeman because that's only his first. It would have been Gelsinger's third. So a break there for the Blue Devils as the foul is called on Ben Freeman.
And Torres, who's a 78% foul shooter, misses his first one. And the second one is good. And the Trojan lead is 4 as we come inside of 4 minutes here till halftime. And
nice play there by Gelsinger.
And back it comes. Gemby for the 3 off the back of the glass. It's no good, but Brandon Stuhler rebounds for the Blue Devils as they will come around and back out Stuhler. And this is Gemby. And Gemby will get it over to Stuhler. And the loose basketball underneath, and it's going to be picked up by the Trojans. And Seth Browse. Schreffler, Torres, Collier, and he tries to go for the reverse layup and has it knocked away underneath by the Blue Devils.
I think he was going for the reverse dunk, Gary.
Yes, he was. And every time he goes for the dunk, he misses. Everyone we have seen so far.
Yeah, when you're the size of Tyler Collier and the way he was going down the baseline, he wasn't going to lay it in. That was going to go down hard.
Yeah.
But Greencastle did a nice job. Somehow Greencastle took it away from him. I have no idea how they did that. Because usually someone the size of Tyler Collier, when he wants to go somewhere, he's going to go there.
He just needs to connect on some of those, which he hasn't done. And this is Collier underneath. Torres for the 2, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's just too easy there. You can't let Collier move the way he's moving, finding those open spots. Greencastle's got to get a body in front of him and try and cut off that passing lane. That was just too easy getting the ball to him.
And you've probably noticed on the live stream a very big crowd tonight here for this game, as the rebound comes down to the Blue Devils and Ian Gelsinger.
Well, we would expect a big crowd. We figured it's Greencastle, Chambersburg, 2 of the top teams in the county and in the area for that matter. You know, both are top 5 in their respective power rankings, so we certainly expected a big crowd tonight.
And this is Gemby. And Gemby, as the Blue Devils work the ball around, and Gemby and the Stuhler. And down right side, now back out it comes to Brian Gemby.
A lot of hand checking by Chambersburg. See a lot of hands on the Greencastle players. The officials letting them get away with it.
Gemby, he puts it up and in, and I think it's just a two-pointer.
Yeah, it was.
He's just over the line. So Gemby.
Yeah, had a foot on the line there.
For the two. And with 1:53, a timeout on the court. A 20-16 lead for Chambersburg. And if it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018 is set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday, January 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes, photos in the magical throne, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, a scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festival. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646-8060. Tip Top Cleaners is your complete dry cleaning service, custom dry cleaning and laundry, alterations and repairs. Tip Top Cleaners will pick up or you can drop off. Same-day service on most items if received by 10 a.m. Tip Top Cleaners, serving the area since 1947. Located at 337 Wayne Avenue, Chambersburg. Phone 717-264-7319.
Gary, so far this quarter, it's been Joel Torres 9 and the Blue Devils 6,
yes,
scoring-wise.
Torres has had all 9 points for the Trojans in this quarter. Wow. Another big night for Joel. And it is Collier. And back out it comes to Seth Browse. 4-point lead for the Trojans. Collier takes the 3 from the right corner. And Ben Freeman comes down with the rebound. And here is Gemby. And it's taken away by the Trojans. Brindle knocked it over to Evan Schreffler. And down in the corner it comes. They try to go underneath and the Blue Devils steal it. They wanted to hit Torres, but Greencastle comes up with it.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're going to have to do is they're not going to be able to keep the ball out of Torres' hands. It's just a matter of defending it when they try and pass to him.
And Ben Freeman with his third 3 of the night pulls the Blue Devils to within 1. So Freeman, 3 3-pointers. And it's back to a 1-point game. Greencastle has 4 3-pointers on the night.
And given the size of this Chambersburg team, they're probably not going to score a lot of points inside. So if they can't hit the threes, it could be a long night.
And the clock winding down as Chambersburg is going for the final shot of the first half. And back it comes now. Browse for the 3. It's no good. Chambersburg rebounds. And Brindle will put it up for 2 and miss. 0.8 of a second. And a whistle underneath. It'll be Blue Devil basketball.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Torres. He ran through Gemby as Brian Gemby attempted to pull that rebound down. So the Blue Devils, I guess enough time to catch and shoot, but really not much more than that. And they won't even shoot.
And that's the way this quarter comes to an end. The end of the first half here tonight at Cassius with the score. Chambersburg 20, Greencastle 19 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good, but man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances. And they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me. And it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more. the power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone 717-331-6996.
There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania State inspection. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drive. At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone 717-263-2624.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
The Chambersburg Trojans play here. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
And we are back, Chambersburg area senior high school, halftime of game 4 of the Dunks for Drew event here in Chambersburg. So far, our final game's been a good one, Gary. Chambersburg jumped out to a 7-point lead at one point there in the second quarter, but Greencastle battling back towards the end, and the Trojans leading here at the half by a score of 20-19.
It has been a good first half and a good tight ball game, just like we expected here tonight. And the Blue Devils just down by 1 point to the Trojans. And I have Joel Torres at 11 points for Chambersburg, Tyron Williams at 3, 1 for Terrell Williams, 2 for Tyler Collier, 3 for Cade Brindle. For Greencastle, Brian Stuhler with 5, Jason Freeman with 9, Ian Gelsinger with 2, and Brian Gemby with 3 points. The Blue Devils have only been to the foul line twice in the first half. They're 1 for 2. Chambersburg from the line, I have at 3 for 5 in the first half.
Yeah, really not the type of game situation for Greencastle where you're probably going to see a lot of free throws with Chambersburg's size advantage. Greencastle's going to have to do their damage from outside. I mean, they'll take it to the basket when they can, but I think predominantly what you've seen from the Blue Devils here in the first half has been, the outside shooting, which they've done fairly well so far, staying in this only down by 1. Chambersburg, it's a totally different thing. With their size, with their height, they're going to look to pound the ball inside, and they've done that very, very effectively with Joel Torres this evening. Torres does a nice job finding open spaces underneath, and his teammates do a really nice job getting the ball to him. And like you said, he has, 12 points, 13 points in the game, 12 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, all those twos start running together. So, yeah, Torres doing a nice job getting open. I think the strategy for Greencastle, what it's been so far, is they're not going to necessarily deny the ball to Torres and to Collier, but once they get it, they're going to come in from behind and try and slap it away, try and knock it loose. And they have been successful on a couple occasions doing that, where Brian Gemby and Ian Gelsinger have come in and just kind of smacked the ball away from Brindle or from Collier and Torres. I think if Chambersburg is going to be effective, I think they're going to, Torres is going to have to continue doing what he does. I think you're going to need to see some scoring from Cade Brindle. The way Brindle, Browse, the way those two can shoot the ball from outside, I think Chambersburg's going to need them to try and pick up the scoring a little bit here in the second half and maybe take a little bit of the pressure off Torres.
And it's the Antrim Insurance halftime report, and we'll be back with the second half after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
That's the sound of an engine running on the strength of Castrol Edge. This is that same engine in the middle of a hot desert. Now in the cold of the Arctic. Now on a mountain. On a dark and stormy night. In the clouds. In a dream within a dream. We test and perfect Castrol Edge to be its strongest no matter what you put it through. Visit youtube.com/CastrolUSA to see how. Castrol Edge. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Sites Jet Lube, 1038 Lincoln Way West, Chambersburg. No appointment necessary. Phone 717-267-0257. We use Castrol oil. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we will help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
And we are underway in the third quarter here in Chambersburg. Blue Devils now go right to left across your screen or TV or radio dial, wherever you may be watching or listening to us tonight. And this is Brandon Stuhler. And Stuhler. And out it comes to Gemby, top of the circle, and the three-pointer is good, and that goes down for, was that Gelsinger?
Yeah, Ian Gelsinger with his first three of the night.
And the Blue Devils have taken the lead here, 22-20. And there is Torres, and it's knocked away by the Blue Devils, and Jason Freeman comes away with it for Greencastle. Here's Gemby, and Gemby will get it to, and the shot is up and no good from Ben Freeman. And behind the back dribble there from Seth Browse for the Trojans. It's Browse. And this is Evan Schreffler. And there's Joel Torres now over to the corner. Brindle for the three. It's short, and the Blue Devils managed to get the rebound.
Yeah, nice job defensively there by Greencastle. They were able to close out much quicker on Brindle that time. Remember in the first quarter, Brindle hit that three where Greencastle was a little slow getting over there.
And the three-pointer is good. That is Ben Freeman, his fourth three of the night.
Again, Greencastle's going to have to shoot the ball well from the outside. So far, they're 2 for 2 from three tonight, or in the second half, with Gelsinger and Ben Freeman both knocking down threes.
And Greencastle on a 6-0 run. Schreffler's shot is no good. Rebound underneath. And they'll get it now back over to Seth Browse. Chambersburg led by 1 at the half. Greencastle now up by 5. Just a little over 2 minutes into the third quarter. Brindle's jumper is no good, and right in position was Brian Gemby for the rebound.
Yeah, and give Ian Gelsinger some credit there, Gary. He had Torres boxed out very well. Nothing Torres could do on that. Made the rebound for Gemby a lot easier with Torres unable to do anything. So good play there by Gelsinger.
And there's Gemby. Foul is going to be called, and it looks like it's on the Trojans.
Yeah, Chambersburg does that. As you're coming through the paint, they'll kind of lean on you, put an arm on you, try and knock you off the spot you want to go to. But I think maybe they just got a little too aggressive there with the hold being called on Evan Schreffler.
And underneath here to Gemby. And this is out to Jason Freeman. And Freeman with the basketball. And underneath it comes. He goes to the basket for the two and draws the foul.
And a nice job there by Cade Brindle, helping Jason Freeman up as a charge will be called.
So it will be a charge and will nullify the two. And I believe we have another foul there.
Yeah, push by Schreffler, trying to create some space.
So Evan Schreffler called for his second. And Greencastle now with the basketball. And this is Stuhler. Stuhler into the paint underneath, but it goes right into the arms of Tyron Williams. He'll get it to Seth Browse. And Browse. And now back down. This is Cade Brindle.
Yeah, it was good defense on the other end by Brindle. It looked like Stuhler had an open lane to the basket, and Brindle did a nice job to close and just took it away from Stuhler, and Brandon really even couldn't get a shot off.
And there's the shot missed by Tyron Williams. And 4:44 to go, third quarter. Trojans have yet to find the bottom of the net in the third quarter.
Greencastle with 6 points on a couple of threes. Game getting a little physical here in the third quarter. Both teams kind of leaning on one another.
And underneath, and now we're going to get the foul called, and it's going to be on Joel Torres.
I think they got Browse.
Or it was Browse, okay. Browse was called for the foul, and it will send the Blue Devils to the line for just the third time tonight. Ian Gelsinger at the stripe for the Blue Devils. And Ian's shot is good. I think that went down, yeah.
I wasn't looking, and they didn't put up a 26, so yeah, it didn't go.
Yeah, I was looking away also, John. That's what happens here. Every time you take your have to look down.
Look down at the score sheet, and plus they have this bar in front of us, can kind of make it a little tough to see. See as well. But nice viewpoint from. I like being up here high.
Yeah, it is good viewpoint high, but like you said, you got to look also into the bar. There's a three-pointer, Cade Brindle outside, and that will cut or reduce the scoring drought for Chambersburg. Their first basket comes at about midway point through the third quarter.
Yeah, we said look for Brindle to try and take a little more of the offensive role for Chambersburg here in the third quarter. That was his third three he's shot so far here in the second half, getting one to go down. So I think that's going to be the move of Chambersburg. Look to go outside as well as go inside, especially with Torres on the bench right now.
And there's Stuhler. Now over to the right side it comes. You're looking at Brian Gembe. And now Stuhler out to Gelsinger. Front of the rim is no good. And the rebound comes down to the Trojans and number 25, Terrell Williams. And this is Evan Schreffler. Schreffler and Collier underneath, and he is fouled as he goes up for the basket and will go to the line. And Tyler Collier, just over 50% from the foul line this year. He's 23 of 44.
Yeah, certainly a smart foul. They're only the second foul for Ben Freeman in the game. And, you know, like you said, Collier, he did have an open lane to the basket. And if he's going to get 2 points, you just might as well make him earn it from the free throw line.
And his first one is good. And the Trojans pulled to within 2.
Couple of substitutions. Coda Heckman back into the game for Chambersburg. Cam Heilman into the game for Greencastle.
And Collier's second one is no good. And there's a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, Gelsinger got pushed off the spot there as he went up for that rebound. So I think they're going to get number 25, Terrell Williams, for that. And that's who it was. His first team foul, number 4 for Chambersburg. So Chambersburg didn't commit very many fouls in the first half. They already have 4 here in the second half.
And the Blue Devils have a 2-point lead at 26-24 with 3:12 here in the third quarter. Three-pointer just rims out for Ben Freeman.
And some nice hustle there by Ian Gelsinger going for that offensive rebound. And then Tyler Collier coming in, knocking the ball out of Gelsinger's hands. So Greencastle will keep possession.
And it's Gembe into Cameron Heilman. And over it comes. It's Stuhler. And Stuhler on the baseline will get it back out. Gelsinger puts up the 3. That won't go. Tyler Collier just kind of pushes his way in for the rebound.
He kind of swung that arm as he pulled that rebound down.
And it is Brindle. And it's going to be a whistle. And we'll see where the foul is going to come from.
It was a kick.
There was a kick ball.
Yeah, the pass was thrown off of Stuhler's foot, and a kick was called on that.
Okay, so Chambersburg will retain possession as they go left to right here at Cassis with 2:36 to go. Third quarter, they trail the Blue Devils by 2. And this is Williams underneath, and going to be a foul. I think they got Brandon Stuhler, excuse me. And that's his first, the Blue Devils' third here in the second half. Trojans inbound under their basket. And in it comes to Terrell Williams, and now Collier, he'll go up and put it in on the layup. Tyler Collier for the 2 to tie the game.
Yeah, Collier in the right spot at the right time as that ball came loose and came right to Collier. And he had about as easy a layup as you're going to get in a game like this, as he just took it right in and was able to score the 2 points for Chambersburg.
And the Trojans steal the basketball. Tyron Williams comes away with it, and now apparently a charge has been called.
Yeah, Williams coming down the lane a little out of control. Cam Heilman did a nice job to step in there and draw the charge. Pretty much a replay of what we saw on the other end a few minutes ago when Chambersburg drew the charge. You get a player out of control, the defender's able to pretty much easily get in there, get possession, and draw that charge. So both ends, some good defense being shown here in the third quarter.
And Sean Schreffler was up and down the sideline on that one. He
may be trying to get a call later on that one. That was a pretty obvious charge, just like the one on the other end when Greencastle was called for a charge.
And here's Cameron Heilman, and it's Heilman as he works it over to Brandon Stuhler. It's a good one here, 26-26. Down to the final minute, 27 seconds of the third quarter. And another low-scoring game here at Chambersburg. And there's Gembe. And it's Gemby. And back out to Heilman, top of the circle. And underneath, and there it is. And the shot is up and misses everything from Ben Freeman. And here comes Collier with the basketball for Chambersburg inside a minute to go. Third quarter. And it's Browse. And Browse will get it now. Underneath, this is Williams, no good. Collier with the rebound, puts it through. And here in the last part of the third quarter, Collier making his presence felt underneath for Chambersburg.
Yeah, being 6'7" does have its advantages, Gary, and right there's one we saw.
28-26, Trojans have their first lead of the second half. And here's Gemby. And Gemby, underneath it comes and picked off by the Trojans. And now Brindle, he'll get it to Collier, and Collier will miss the layup underneath. Blue Devils from half court. And wow, it hit the backboard, but went out. So almost, could have pulled that off from midcourt there. So
yeah, almost got that to fall.
Yeah. And at the end of the third quarter tonight, don't go anywhere. Our score is Chambersburg 28, Greencastle 26 on the F&M Trust and Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone 717-263-2624.
Victory Lane Tire and Alignment of Greencastle offers a wide range of general automotive repair services. We have any brand of new tires, alignments, auto repairs, state inspection, and custom exhaust work. Victory Lane Tire and Alignment, 11,011 John Wayne Drive, Greencastle. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Phone 717-597-3597.
At Horace Mann, we believe education.
Here we are back in Chambersburg, 28-26. And Greencastle, I think, had quite a scoring drought. Didn't they have a 7-0 run to start the quarter?
Yeah, it was 25-20 at one point for Greencastle as Gelsinger gets pushed. Then Chambersburg came back strong at the end, knocking down a couple, and again, Collier kind of showing his presence underneath.
And there's Brindle, and from outside, the three-pointer is no good there from Heckman. Loose basketball on the court. Are they going to call a foul? It looks like a pile-up of a fumble in a football game there.
Yeah, Gelsinger kind of got flattened there on that loose ball, and I think some of his teammates took exception to that and came in. Now the officials are going to laugh about it as they get things separated and the two teams are pushed apart, and they're going to get a foul called on Collier as he, like we said, he came in and just kind of threw himself on top of Gelsinger.
And the referee also over to explain it to Trojans coach Sean Schreffler.
And that'll be the second foul on Collier.
And Schreffler pleading his case.
Not sure what he's pleading for, but
he's going to fool around. He's not far from a tee, I would think, but
I doubt that. I don't think. I don't think they tee him up in a situation like this.
And here is Stuhler, and Stuhler, he'll get it to Gemby, and over to the quarter it comes. Back out top of the circle to Gemby. And it's Gemby, and over it comes, and the shot up and no good from Jason Freeman. And the loose basketball is recovered by the Blue Devils, Brandon Stuhler. And now he has his pocket picked by Brindle, and the two-pointer is good. That is Terrell Williams with the two. And it's a 4-point Chambersburg lead the other way. First shot is no good. Ian Gelsinger follows up with the 2. And the Blue Devils are back to within 2.
Yeah, back and forth we go. The third quarter was kind of a slugfest. Fourth quarter really starting to open things up as both teams pushing the ball hard up and down the floor.
And the shot from outside is no good. The ball is out of bounds, and it will remain in Chambersburg's possession.
Yeah, again, I think the strategy for Greencastle is if you can have Collier shoot threes.
Yeah,
I think he's, see right there, he gets underneath, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
If you can get him to shoot threes, I think that's what you want to see. But when he's within 2 feet of the basket, he's almost impossible to stop.
And it's a 4-point lead for Chambersburg. Gemby, as he put the shot up, is going to draw the foul. And that will be the one to put the Blue Devils into the 1-and-1. The 7th team foul for Chambersburg, the first on Cade Brindle.
Well, I think they're going to say that was a shooting foul, so I think Gemby's going to get 2 shots here.
And the first one is good. So it is a 2-shot foul.
Kind of what we saw back in that first game. Brian Gemby kind of took command of the game in the fourth quarter, and taking the ball to the basket like that.
Second one is good. And it's 32-30, 2-point ball game. And this is Browse. And Browse will get it over now to, will have the ball to Collier. You're right, Collier is more dangerous under the basket than standing out there. Now he's coming into the baseline, and he's going to get the charge. And the turnover.
And give Brian Gemby a lot of credit there to stand there and take a charge from Tyler Collier when he's coming full speed. That's pretty tough. Pretty tough play there by Gemby. And that'll be Collier's 3rd foul of the game. And again, a player control foul, so no free throws will be shot here by the Blue Devils.
32-30.
Surprised Torres is not on the floor, Gary.
Yes, he is not here in the fourth quarter. And he wasn't for a portion of the third quarter, if I remember.
Yeah, as strong as he's played, I'm not sure what the thought process is to keep him on the bench.
And there's the shot from outside. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Terrell Williams. And it's Williams and Dakota Heckman. And over it comes to Browse. We're down to 5:09 in the ball game. Browse will put up the 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Blue Devils have the rebound as it's knocked to Stuhler.
And again, with Torres not in there to grab offensive rebounds, Greencastle able to do a nice job to pull down that board. Unlimited Chambersburg, only 1 chance.
And it's Gemby. He'll get it to Stuhler. Gelsinger, wide open 3. He's got it. Ian Gelsinger with the 3. Gives the Blue Devils a 1-point lead at 33-32, and the Trojans call time with 4:44 remaining in the game. And if it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018. It's set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday, January 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes, photos in the magical throne, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festival. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646-8060. Tip Top Cleaners is your complete dry cleaning service. Custom dry cleaning and laundry, alterations and repairs. Tip Top Cleaners will pick up or you can drop off. Same-day service on most items if received by 10 a.m. Tip Top Cleaners serving the Chambersburg area since 1947 at 337 Wayne Avenue. Phone 717-264-7319.
Gary, Greencastle going to switch up their defense here coming out of the timeout. Oh, good rebound there for Chambersburg.
And the 2-pointer is down for Terrell Williams.
Yeah, good break there for Chambersburg. Gelsinger was going up to get that rebound, and it just kind of hit the rim a second time, and Williams was right there to pull that down and get the putback.
And this will be the shot coming up, and it's good. And Chambersburg back on top by 2. At 35-33, 4:20 in the quarter. Gemby comes down, pulls the Blue Devils to within 2 on the layup. I only have 4 points for Gemby, or 4-7 total for Gemby tonight.
7 so far. A couple of 2s and a 3. Or, I'm sorry, a free throw.
Yeah.
3 2s and a free throw. There we go.
And that's Brindle. And now to Heckman and to Collier. And the Blue Devils take it away. It's right into the arms of Brandon Stuller. And he's got the 2-pointer. And the Blue Devils regain the lead on the bucket by Stuller, who now have it. And Chambersburg calls a timeout with 3:44 to go, trailing the Blue Devils 37-35.
Has Torres played at all in the fourth quarter?
Torres has not been in the game in the fourth quarter, and he was out a while in the third quarter also, John.
I was going to say, he had 11 points in the first half and really hasn't played a whole lot in the second. I don't know if maybe there's something wrong, but, I mean, yeah, it's just shocking the way he dominated this game in the second quarter, to see him on the bench for such a long stretch here in the second half.
And we'll see if he may be coming back in. I don't know. And like you said, I mean, he is rotated in and out a lot, but not for this amount of time.
Well, and just the way he played. Like I said, 9 points in that second quarter and basically unstoppable.
And he is still not in the game. And this will be Browse, and he'll get it to Brindle. And to Browse, bounce pass Collier underneath for the 2.
And again, Collier just can kind of go wherever he wants. He'll just push his way past and through the Blue Devil defenders for the easy 2 points there for Chambersburg.
Trojans have tied it at 37. Blue Devils with the basketball. It's Gemby. And now Gelsinger. And to Stuller. Stuller will get it down to Gemby, and Gemby will come underneath and now throw it back out top of the circle. Underneath it comes, 2-pointer. It's good for Jason Freeman, and he's fouled.
Yeah, his first 2 points of the night, and they could have come at a bigger time for the Blue Devils as Greencastle working the ball around the perimeter, and Jason just kind of found a little open spot underneath the basket, and give Brandon Stuller a lot of credit to find him. Freeman looking to complete a 3-point play this season, or this trip down the court, and that's exactly what he does to put the Blue Devils up by 3.
As we approach the 3-minute mark, Greencastle leads it by 3 at 40-37. And this is Cade Brindle. And Brindle to Browse. And now that's to Williams over on the left side. And Williams, he'll get it back out to.
Not sure how there wasn't a foul there. A lot of contact.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have gone either way, but just surprising they didn't call something.
And underneath, this is Williams. He misses the easy layup, loose ball, and the Blue Devils have it.
And Rick Lewis will call a timeout as there was a mad scramble on the floor. 30-second timeout will be called by Rick Lewis.
And so the Blue Devils lead it by 3 with 2:24 to go in this basketball game. And a close one, just like the first time these two teams met back in Greencastle.
Yeah, big defensive stop there for Greencastle to get that ball and keep Chambersburg off the board. Now with a 3-point lead, Greencastle will be shooting 2 free throws. They'll go into the double bonus now, Gary, on the next foul by Chambersburg. So that could be a huge part of this game. Greencastle generally a pretty good free throw shooting team, shooting 70% coming into this game. And if they can go to the line here, they'll go to the line and shoot 2 the rest of the way. That could certainly be an advantage for the Blue Devils.
So the Blue Devils with the basketball and a 3-point lead at 40-37. And here's Stuller. And Stuller, back out it comes, top of the circle. That was Ben Freeman. And now to Gemby. And Gembe to Freeman, and the Blue Devils are probably not going to be in any big rush to shoot here. And Freeman, he'll take it to Gembe as the clock ticks down inside of 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a one-possession game, so Greencastle, like I said, they're going to try and run some clock here. Chambersburg, no need to foul. They're just going to try and get a stop or get a steal because, like I said, they're only down. It's only a one-possession game, so certainly a lot of time left here to go in this one.
And the Blue Devils just hanging on to the basketball. And that's Gelsinger, Collier with him. And Collier and Gelsinger gets it off to Stuhler.
Yeah, Greencastle does so. One of the things they do well in a situation like this, they're able to get that open man underneath the basket, maybe try and get a Chambersburg defender to lose their man and work for that open layup.
And Gembe comes in and puts it up. It's no good. Follow-up no good, but the Blue Devils rebound. And again, the presence of Torres there was greatly missed. And the foul is now going to be called on the Trojans, but we're down to 56 seconds.
And Jason Freeman will go to the line to shoot two. He comes into this game, Gary, actually, percentage-wise, as the top free throw shooter on the team for the Blue Devils. He was 10 for 13 coming into the game, a 77% clip. He's 1 for 1 this evening. And one free throw here would be huge for Greencastle if they want to make this a two-possession game.
And he's got it.
So the only junior in the Blue Devils starting lineup hitting the pressure free throw. That takes a lot of pressure off this one now that it's a two-possession game.
And now Freeman, Jason with a chance to make it a 5-point lead, and he does for the Blue Devils. Chambersburg in some trouble here.
Still plenty of time. Don't need to rush anything if you're Chambersburg. Again, you have Collier on the floor. You have Williams on the floor. A lot of weapons on the floor for Chambersburg. They just don't want to rush and try and do anything that's not smart right here.
And we get a whistle.
Blocking foul on Gelsinger.
And that is only the 5th team foul.
Yeah, if you're Chambersburg, you want to try and get a good shot as quick as possible and then get back on defense, get a stop, and try and get the steal right away. And if you don't, then you'll look to foul. But the key is, if you're Chambersburg, you want to get a basket early.
It's into Collier, and I think Collier is fouled.
Yeah, he was, and again, that's not a bad foul. Greencastle was still with 2 fouls to give. And again, as dangerous as Collier is inside, you want to try and take the ball away from him, and Gelsinger just fouled out of this thing, so that's a huge thing for the Blue Devils.
So that's number 5 on Gelsinger. Trojans to inbound it. They get it into Brindle. He takes the jumper, foul line, it rims out, and the loose basketball on the court, it's going to belong to, it's a foul on the Blue Devils.
Boy, I didn't see a foul, okay. I saw a lot of players on the ground grabbing at the ball. I didn't see anybody grab a player. But okay, I guess if he saw it, he saw it, but I'm not. We'll see.
And here's Terrell Williams at the line for Chambersburg. He's a 65% shooter on the year. It's 1-1. And the first one from Williams, it's going to be no good, but Collier with the rebound. The follow-up is good, and he's fouled.
You know, Gary, I guess they're just going to let Collier play. He pushed Ben Freeman out of the way with his right hand, grabbed the rebound with his left. So the Blue Devils just not getting calls here late in this game.
And it's now a one-possession game at 42-39. A 3-point Chambersburg lead, and a timeout on the court with the score. Chambersburg trailing Greencastle 42-39. And if it is January, Ice Fest is just around the corner. Ice Fest 2018 set for Thursday, January 25th through Sunday the 28th. Giant ice sculptures carved before your eyes. Photos in the magical throne, a snowfall ball, chili cook-off, scavenger hunt, a giant ice slide, and so much more for the entire family. It is Pennsylvania's largest ice festivals. Details at explorefranklincountypa.com or call 866-646 8-0-6-0.
And that's such a great event, Gary. You just hope the weather can cooperate because, when it's just tough when you're depending on cold weather. Hopefully, the weather cooperates and that can go through because I've been up there for Ice Fest many times and it is a great time.
Yes, and you want some cold weather for that.
Yeah, because then it ends up being Water Fest, which isn't quite as fun when the ice melts.
Yeah. And here's a Collier shot from the free throw line. No good. Trojans rebound and get the bucket for Brindle.
Yeah, Greencastle needs to get a rebound here. You almost have to wonder if that's not a planned play just to miss the foul shot because you have a pretty good chance of getting the offensive rebound. And like I said, Chambersburg is just a bigger team than Greencastle, and they're able to push Greencastle off the spot and get those offensive rebounds and get the putbacks, and that's what they've done here in these last two possessions.
And it's down to a 1-point ball game at 42-41.
4 straight points for Chambersburg. Chambersburg has scored 4 points, and Greencastle hasn't even got the ball across the timeline. So Blue Devils are going to have to make some free throws here and hope they can get a stop and get a defensive rebound on the other end. I guess Ian Gelsinger not being in the game is certainly a factor for the Blue Devils as you lose a little bit of his size underneath.
28.1 seconds on the clock. This one's going down to the wire.
Yeah, we kind of figured it would. So we knew it was going to be a physical game, a hard-fought game. And, like I said, Chambersburg is making the plays they need to make here late in this game.
And here's Gembe to inbound it for the Blue Devils. He can't get it in and calls time.
Yeah, that's a smart play there. You have the timeout to burn, so instead of trying to force a pass and throw it to something that's not there, you wisely call the timeout, regroup, and get another crack at getting the ball in bounds. But Greencastle's going to have to try and maybe run a pick and run a player deep, do something to create some space to where they can get the ball in bounds. And it's going to come down to a free throw shooting contest for the Blue Devils. They're going to have to make free throws if they want to win this game because Chambersburg is so tough to stop inside.
And right now, the Blue Devils are in the double bonus. They will get 2 shots, 8 team fouls on the Blue Devils. As we get set for the final 28.1 seconds here at the Cassius Fieldhouse tonight. And the Blue Devils to inbound it underneath the Trojan basket, and they get it to Stuhler. Stuhler under pressure, but gets away from it, and Williams is going to foul Gembe at 23.7 seconds.
And that's the right play for Chambersburg. You try and get the steal off the inbounds pass. If you can't, you immediately foul and send Greencastle to the free throw line. And like I said, if Chambersburg's going to make Greencastle make free throws if they want to win this game.
Gembe is 3 for 4 from the line tonight. 4 for 4.
So the Blue Devils making 6 for 6 from the line here in the fourth quarter. So if Greencastle can somehow hold on and win this game, I think they'll look at that stat and point to that as the difference here in this game.
And the next one from Gembe, and the Blue Devils are up by 3 with 23.7 seconds left.
Gary, if I'm Chambersburg, I'm looking to get the ball to Torres. I'm looking to get the ball to Collier, get a quick 2 here.
And the Trojans call time. And that's possible to do that, yes.
Yeah, I think that's your smart play. Instead of trying the all-or-nothing three-point shot, I mean, you have Collier and Torres who are just dominating players size-wise. Get them inside, they get the easy 2, maybe draw the foul for the three-point play. And even if they only score 2, you still have plenty of time to foul Greencastle, send them to the line, and see what happens there. So it'll be interesting to see what Sean Schreffler does coming out of this timeout. Torres is back in the game finally for Chambersburg. First time we've seen him in a long time. So it's interesting. Do you go for the quick 2 and try and get a stop, or do you go kind of for the all-or-nothing 3?
Well, if you go for the quick 2, and I mean, Greencastle isn't going to put it out of reach with 2 foul shots at this point.
No, even if Greencastle inbounds the ball and you foul and they knock 2 free throws down at the other end, you'll still have 8-9 seconds to come down and hit a 3 and try and send it to overtime. So I think the smart play here for Chambersburg is try and work it inside for the 2. And if you're Greencastle, you got to be very careful not to foul.
44-41. And this is Collier as he inbounds it to Brindle as we're down now to 10 seconds.
I think they're going to play it well.
Over it comes underneath. Brindle for the 2. It's good with 6.2 seconds left. And they did take some time doing that, though, John.
Yeah, maybe a little more time than you would have liked. I think there was, 16 seconds coming out of the timeout, so it took them 10 seconds to get the basket, but it does cut it to a 1-point lead, and now you're going to force Greencastle to inbound the ball and make some free throws. And 6 seconds for Chambersburg is still plenty of time, because you have to assume they're going to foul almost immediately, and not a whole lot of time will run off the clock, I would think. But you know what, Gary? Give Greencastle a lot of credit coming into it. Chambersburg playing at home. They're the number 3 team in 6A. They've only lost 2 games all season, and Greencastle certainly has not backed down to a much taller and a much more physical Chambersburg team.
Not at all. I mean, the Blue Devils have played an outstanding basketball game tonight and have the lead. And right now are in the driver's seat to pull off the upset.
And again, Chambersburg's going to go with a small lineup, which makes sense. They want to try and be smaller and quick and try and get a steal. Greencastle just needs to get the ball in bounds.
And this is Gembe putting it in. The Trojans have it, but they're down to 4.7 seconds. And now from the shot at the end, it's no good. It's over. Greencastle has won it. The Blue Devils come into Chambersburg and knock off the Trojans 44-43.
What a ball game. We thought it was going to be a great one, and it absolutely turned out to be. As 2 of the top teams in Franklin County do battle. And again, you have to wonder again, the thought process at Chambersburg, you hate to question a coach, but to leave Joel Torres on the bench as long as they did, as well as he played, you have to wonder if that might have made a difference in this game if Torres would have been on the floor more in the second half.
Yes, I mean, that's a very valid point. And Torres, we did not really see much of him in the second half to the final seconds of the ball game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there very well may be a valid reason why he wasn't out there. But, I mean, like we said, he was unstoppable in the second quarter, scoring all 9 of Chambersburg points in that quarter. And then to see him not play, a whole lot in the second half is definitely a surprise.
And Chambersburg was forced to take a pretty bad shot to end the, which could have put them in the victory at the end as the ball came down 3/4 court, and they never really were able to set up for that shot.
It actually kind of worked out well for Greencastle. Throwing the long pass down the court to Ben Freeman, he and Evan Schreffler kind of got tied up, and the ball just came free, and that allowed the ball some clock to start to run. And even though Chambersburg came down with possession of the basketball, they were still 75 feet away from the basket inside of 5 seconds, and that's really all you can do is just throw the ball down court and try and get a shot off. So, things kind of worked out at the end there for Greencastle. Just one of those things. When these 2 teams played the first time, Chambersburg hit some key shots down the stretch. I think to the Evan Schreffler 3-pointer that he hit late in that game to give Chambersburg some breathing room and ultimately led to their victory. So a heck of a game here tonight for both teams, and Greencastle just comes away with a victory. And I think you see 44-43. You see 2 pretty even teams going at it here, and Greencastle just got one more break here in the fourth quarter and was able to win it.
And they were, and a big win for the Blue Devils, a huge victory, defeating the number 3 team in 6A, the Chambersburg Trojans. And we'll be back to wrap it up after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, at WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania State inspection. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drive. At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good, but man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances, and they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me, and it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more. The power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone 717-331-6996.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Back here at Chambersburg Area Senior High School, where the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils have pulled off a 44-43 victory over the Chambersburg Trojans, as Chambersburg, with the loss, now falls to 12-3 on the season. And for Greencastle, they will improve their record to 10 wins and 2 losses. The Blue Devils led tonight by Ben Freeman. He had 4 3-pointers for 12 points. Jason Freeman tonight with 5 points, including 3 out of 3 from the line. Brandon Stuhler with 7. Ian Gelsinger tonight with 11 for the Blue Devils, and Brian Gembe with 9 points for Greencastle. For the losing Chambersburg Trojans, it was 6, 8, 10 points from Cade Brindle tonight. Tyler Collier with 13 on the night. Terrell Williams with 5, Tyron Williams with 3, and Joel Torres with 11 points for Chambersburg, all in the first half, but we did not see much at all of Joel in the second half of play today until the final seconds of the ball game. Greencastle able to pull it off here in Chambersburg by a score of 44-43. Now for the Greencastle Blue Devils, they will be back in action on Monday night when the Blue Devils are at home for their makeup game with the Shippensburg Greyhounds. A huge game in the Mid-Penn Colonial. Shippensburg also a winner today here over Mechanicsburg, as they won that ball game by a score of 45-25 over Mechanicsburg. So they'll be playing for first place in the Colonial Division on Monday. Trojans return to action on Tuesday night. They'll be right here at Cassius, as they will be hosting the Central Dolphin East Panthers, and we'll have that game for you on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. 7:15 will be broadcast time. Greencastle Monday night on Mid-Penn Broadcasting at WRGG 93.7 FM, beginning at 7:15 p.m. Tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com. Operating the camera tonight is a happy Eagles fan, Darby Sells. And for John Freeman, Mike Montadoro, and the entire Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, I'm Gary Klein. And tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust, Antrim Insurance, Franklin County Visitors Bureau, Keystone Ford, Battery Express, and more, Del Martin Incorporated, Shippensburg Physical Therapy, Greencastle Eye Care Center, Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, the Sports Page, Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the United States Air Force, Franklin Hardware and Pet Store, Tip Top Cleaners, Green Village Family Restaurant, Olympian Athletics, Mondor Pharmacy, Sites Jet Lube, Clyde Tours, Horace Mann, Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, Greencastle Notary Services, and Victory Tire and Alignment. Once again, the final score here tonight before a huge crowd in Chambersburg. It's the Chambersburg Trojans over losing to Greencastle 44-43. Earlier, Chambersburg Lady Trojans defeated Greencastle 32-24. Both the Shippensburg boys and girls winners today in the 11th annual Ducks for Drew. Again, 44-43 Greencastle. Have a good night, everybody.